Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pete and Jeremy's D&D Time. This is Game 3 this evening, an adventure in our Legend tier of adventuring. And let's just dive right into it. The four of you, Kurogan, Euchaunkas, Selcress, and Krixus, are aboard, or I guess aboard maybe isn't the right term. You find yourselves currently on the Last Hope, a strange adamantine fortress constructed upon the moon, presumably by Bartholomew in his final moments. You've been here for a while. You've learned a lot about how the lands of DnDTime below have changed and been altered by the presence of great and terrible evils. 8 terrible evils, to be precise.
7.
8. Wow.
7.
7 and 1, maybe not as terrible. Anyway.
What? One of them's dead.
Yes.
Oh, right.
We killed him.
There were 8.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. We couldn't
I've lost
kill
my
that guy.
composure.
This
working
fucking
on,
narrator.
The four of you are on the moon base. Maybe you've been spending a lot of times down in your keeps, or perhaps around the various places, the lands of DnDTime that have been liberated thus far. The Big Rock Candy Mountains, a lot of the caverns and catacombs around Castle of Selcress, Euchaunkas, your citadel, and some of the nearby forests of the Wilderwodes and plainlands of the small kingdoms. Kurogan, of course, just in Central City, right near the gym. You've been about doing your various things, trying to make the world a little better. But today you're on the station, and you're the only 4 on the station. Everyone else is off out and about doing something. Maybe they're tapped into the illusion, perhaps they're down on the surface. And it's at this time that the 4 of you have been made aware that there's been some sort of a message, a sending spell? It's hard to really tell what it is, but some sort of message has been broadcast over the Last Hope moonbase. It has been over the kind of audio system here, the speakers that Roger usually uses to communicate with you. It is a plea for help, an SOS in very simple terms. Please send assistance. You were all confused at first, but after confronting Roger about it, he was able to elaborate a little bit.
Well, the message appears to be coming from a place. It's up in the north area, near the Sacred Vale, the pretty pink palace of Princess, one of the Warlocks. As you're all aware, 4 of them, Armana, Aurel, Oreal, and Princess had been holed up there for a while after you all killed Ugg. And it seems now they're in grave danger. They're surrounded by Math Goblins. Now's an opportunity if I've ever seen one.
And they want to hire us, the person who killed their sister.
It seems more like just a general plea for help from anyone. Our system's just picked up on it.
Okay, but there's going to be a contract involved.
Oh,
I've been studying law, Warlock law, with Levi, actually, to prepare for the next time we meet with the Green Sun cult. But, you know, I could apply it here. Get to get in some practice.
Right. Euchaunkas, do you have any thoughts?
Let's get on the ground.
All right. I just, I'll send you down. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. If they're surrounded, they probably couldn't escape.
At the very least, we will see bodies. And lots of them.
Yep.
It's a chance to thin ranks of all kinds.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna just be straight with you. I think you should get rid of them. They're tricksters and they're manipulators. They'll tell you all sorts of things, but
Okay.
I mean, strike while the iron's hot. They're vulnerable.
Of course.
It's an opportunity.
Not to mention, it gives us a chance to look at what the Math Goblins have up their sleeves.
Yes.
So I
I was
think...
looking.
Go ahead.
No, I was looking through the base's scanners, and it's kind of hard to. You know that thing like with zebras? How if you look at a lot of zebras, you can't really tell them apart because of their stripes.
Yes.
We're getting some weird interference like that, trying to observe the Math Goblin Legion. I don't know exactly what's going on.
That's probably not great.
Probably
No,
not.
probably not. Euchaunkas, I can count on you to deal with these warlocks, right?
Of course.
You can count on me
Wait.
too, Roger.
No.
She
I know.
I think we should observe first to see what information we can get. But of course, in the midst of it all, we will need to take down the Warlocks. There is no question about that.
Maybe if we
he's
just
kind of-
kill all of them but one and just milk them for information. Until
Roger
they're
kind of
useful.
strokes his long white beard, his small, which is very, it kind of drags down to the ground from his very small gnomish body, and he says, "Oh, well, I just be careful, Krixus. You never know. They're tricky. They're manipulative. I don't know if you could trust them, even if it was only one left."
And then we can eat the bodies. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh God.
Well, yeah, that's part of your service
Oh,
fees.
dear.
I'll be right back. I gotta get something out of the fridge.
Is it more Yeti jerky?
No.
Oh.
All right, Euchaunkas, you head over to. I assume you mean the freezer. There's like a big freezer unit here on the moon base.
Yep.
What do you go get?
Ug's head.
Yeah, okay. You grab the head of Ugg, this
You still
kind
have
of
that?
wretched hill
Of course I have
giantess head. There are a little bit of ice crystals kind of frozen up by the closed eyelids. Her mouth had been magically sewn shut as you attempted to question her body, and those threads still remain through the lips. But yeah, otherwise it's just a really nasty frozen head that's like pretty big, like basketball sized.
Yeah, I shaped her hair into a handle and froze it in that position.
Oh my God.
Well,
and
that's
actually,
more
that was Roger. Oh my God, I didn't know you did that. Oh goodness.
So
It's like a kettlebell.
You carrying it in your tummy?
What? Oh no, I'm just carrying it like this right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Well, is there anything I can help? I mean, I think I figured it all out. I can calibrate the arcane catapult and get you on the ground.
Mhm.
Yep, that sounds good. I've packed snacks. I have hook for her treat. Some infernal ones for Levi. Kurogan, do you like treats?
I don't know anyone who doesn't.
All right, I packed some in general, and then I also packed some for the lizard folk. You know, the raw meat variety.
Well, I'm sure they'll enjoy that.
Roger, like, kind of scrunches up his face, like, still not okay with it.
And it's the weird bits
I'm
too,
just
you
picturing
Euchaunkas.
I'm just picturing when Selcress gives Krixus or Euchaunkas one of her snacks. It's like a zookeeper throwing a piece of meat to a crocodile.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just have a bunch of raw chickens just in, not chickens, just in your bag.
No, it's all Underdark food. So
Oh.
they look terrifying. But you know, it's raw meat still. So
Mhm.
you know, it might have
Alright.
expired, but that's not a problem for you, Euchaunkas or Krixus.
No.
Nope.
It's softer. Has more flavor when you age it.
Oh God. All right.
Yep.
Let's just
Can
get
I-
down there and stop talking
Yeah.
about rotten meat.
Oh goodness.
It's not rotted, it's aged.
Yeah.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Roger leads you down the corridors that you've gotten quite accustomed to, you know the way, and into the hangar bay, a very, very large open area with a kind of wall of force of sorts that prevents the air in here from just leaking out into space. In there are the arcane catapults, capable of launching these large glass spheres, which would contain you safely down to the surface. And so,
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
Bye, Roger. We'll be back with more Warlock heads. Maybe a couple
alright.
goblin ones.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. A few goblins here or there I'm not too worried about. It's the warlocks. Just don't listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks toward you, especially Euchaunkas. You know, they're honeyed words.
I know how
What?
demons and warlocks operate. I am one.
All right, well, good luck, everyone. I guess I'll just try and launch you somewhere that's not in the Math Goblin army, but also not crashing into the castle.
Okay.
Right.
Perfect.
And you shoot us right into the castle?
I don't know if that would kill you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Probably, maybe
I-
let's not die.
Yeah.
That seems to be a good plan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, everyone. Good luck. And as the group of you gather into the arcane catapult, Roger kind of waves to you all and makes like a buckle up kind of gesture. And then he goes over to the large red lever which launches the catapult, looks at you all, kind of starts mouthing like a countdown, and pulls it with a sudden whoosh. The glass sphere that you're in gets launched from the moon base, hurtles through the atmosphere at incredible speeds, and begins crashing down toward the surface. At first, everything's just a blur as you're hurtling down, as it always is. But as you start to get closer, the thing starts to really slow down. The effects of the feather falling magic, keeping it from just completely breaking apart. And you see yourselves landing just outside, by maybe a couple hundred feet, a very close call, a large, bright pink edifice which rises up from the earth. Also along your arrival, you can see that there's like a burnt plain, and that's kind of where you're landing. And maybe a mile, 2 miles out, it's kind of hard to tell exactly, you see an enormous encampment. You see fires, you see tents, it's just this huge, it looks like a camped army. And all of that whooshes before you, and you land safely upon the ground with a light in the ashy soil just outside of this castle.
Whew. That's ugly.
Well, that never gets old.
I'm glad to know that the Warlocks of Fashion still have no sense of taste.
0 sense of taste. It's so tacky.
Selcress, as you step outside and you look over toward this castle, you see a very strange sight. It's your very stereotypical castle. It's got 4 big towers on each corner. It's got a kind of layered hierarchy in the middle with a big spire. Each of the towers appears to be shaped to have like a big cupcake top with like a cherry.
That's not cute.
Yeah, you can see along like the ramparts of the walls, it's almost like sweet sugary frosting, except it's also an absolute dump right now. There are huge scorch marks, big blast marks on the walls, rubble and debris and detritus are all over the place. It is an absolute mess there. And as you kind of look at it, some pretty sizable stones and boulders come hurtling through the air from the Math Goblin encampment and slam into the side of the wall, causing it to partially collapse and just break apart.
Huh. Looks pretty rough here, huh?
Well,
So is that our way in? We could go in that way, right?
looks like it.
The wall itself is still standing. There are parts where it's partially collapsed. There is still a great, not a drawbridge, but like a portcullis that is blocking the main passage in.
Mm.
I start walking towards the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
same with Selcress.
Might as well.
You start approaching the castle. As you walk across this war-torn battlefield, you see strange scattered remnants, a belt, a battering ram, things that were clearly brought here by the Math Goblins, but you see no sign of Math Goblin bodies or weapons, as those seem to discorporate when a Math Goblin is defeated. You also see some really strange things. There looks like, and it's all filthy from like ash and dirt, but it looks like cloth and stuffed like cotton that just kind of scattered around. This is just along your way toward the castle gates.
It's like a fire elemental and a fashion boutique got into a fight.
And as you approach the castle gates, you see kind of poking up over the side and looking down what looks like a stuffed animal. It's very, very large, though. It's maybe the size of Kurogan. It's pretty substantial in nature. It looks like a giant stuffed bear poking over the side. It would have been probably very cute at some point. It's got like nice blue cloth with some kind of tan like belly and beady eyes. But one of the eyes is missing. There's like a chunk torn off of one of its arms that's just kind of hanging on by a few threads. And this stuffed animal, this giant stuffed animal creature, looks down at you.
I want it.
Just looking at you as you approach this pretty pink palace. What do you all do? Do any of you want to call out to this thing as it's observing your approach?
Kurogan, Euchaunkas, I want it. I want one of those. Get me one of those now.
We'll see what we can do. We want to come in.
Yes. We will look into that Selcress. Do not worry.
I'm yelling up at the thing we want to come in.
Okay, so you stop before the portcullis and yell up.
Mhm.
Another wave of bombardment comes crashing down nearby, and the stuffed animal ducks like for a minute, and then looks back over and gestures like, "Oh my goodness," with a wave for you to come in, or for you to approach rather. And as you do, there's a cranking, mechanical cranking sound as the gate begins to winch upwards. Yeah.
Oh.
And there
I'm
seems
keeping
to
my
be a
guard
path
up.
forward.
I'm keeping my guard up and my eyes looking around.
Well, immediately past this portcullis, you see a couple other of these stuffed animal creatures beginning to come out into the open. One of them looks like a big stuffed like giraffe. Yeah, the giraffe seems like he's in pretty good shape. One of them is a stuffed hippopotamus wearing like a big admiral's costume.
Oh.
And he's got like a tricorn hat and a saber and everything.
Oh my
Now,
God.
it's missing a leg, and what looks like the leg of like a table has been sewn in on its place. He's got a peg leg.
We'll call him Peggy.
And yeah, they all have this incredibly unsettling, like totally unemotive face.
Jeremy, by the way, I cast Death Ward on myself like forever ago.
Okay, just like on the way down, you're like, just in case Roger messed this up.
Mm.
I want them all. Euchaunkas, give me them all.
I walk up to
The
whichever.
big red octopus is up kind of in the front.
I guess I walk up
That's-
to him.
Yeah.
Where are your leaders?
Well, it's completely unemotive. It has like beady glass eyes, but it just kind of wiggles around a little bit and gestures with its tentacles, which are all stuffed animal part for you to follow it.
All right.
All right.
Selcress does with all the intensity of a dog watching its favorite ball about to be thrown.
Okay. Yeah, it begins to lead you along. The other stuffed animals following in line. They all have like, very few of them have weapons of any kind, but they vary immensely in size and have that kind of. They're stuffed animals. Like they shouldn't be alive, and it's a little unsettling.
Selcress is 100% for this, but then she's
Yeah.
also a warlock.
We've seen so
so
many weird things, this does not surprise me anymore.
Mm-hmm. And
Selcress is 100% here for this.
yeah, he totally loves it. Absolutely. As you make your way in, the kind of emptiness and wind of the battlefield falls away. You still hear the occasional crashing of stone, of the castle being bombarded. Small bits of rubble and detritus, fall from the ceiling every time the place shakes. Clearly has seen better days. You're walking down a hallway of beautiful golden tile. It looks like it might actually be gold. There were all sorts of like rainbow facades all over the walls of like stuffed animals and rainbows, and all sorts of very cutesy things, unicorns and all of the like. And as you are making your way down this hallway, you see maybe 100 feet down, or rather you hear a voice call out, "Oh, they're arriving!" And you begin to hear this light music echoing down the hallway.
Was this
Who's
what
leading
you
the
were
way?
expecting, Euchaunkas? Because this was not really what I was expecting.
It's exactly what I was expecting. I keep watching. I'm in the lead.
Yeah, I figured Euchaunkas would be. Kurogan's basically right behind.
Selcress is like walking to the side of Euchaunkas, trying to hold his hand, but trying also to be a tsundere about it.
Yeah, of course. You make your way down this hallway, which again has seen better days, and eventually it opens into a fairly large open chamber. Selcress, you see there are stuffed animals all around. They're kind of like in piles in corners, and they're all huge. How many of them are animated or alive is kind of up in the air, because all the ones scattered around here are just kind of flopped in like a discarded plaything kind of way. There's a large, very pink table in the middle of this chamber, and the ceiling used to depict probably like rainbows and unicorns flying over rainbows and things, but most of the paint has kind of fallen and been broken off by the siege. But yeah, there's a big pink table in the middle that is set with all sorts of nice teacups, and you see a handful of figures sitting at this table. You see one kind of standing a little bit like back away from the table, kind of leaned up. There are some big pillars that hold up this very large chamber. Leaning up against the pillar, the one in the back that's kind of off on their own is wearing a kind of white silk gown and has very, very long, straight black hair and somewhat darker kind of tan skin. You can see two other figures sitting together at the tea table that seem to be maybe not having the best time, but they're clearly very close. Euchaunkas, you recognize both of them. And Pete, what do they look like? What do these two look like?
You see Euchaunkas, Oreal, and Armana, who you have encountered before. You see Oreal is sitting, and she is wearing a incredibly it's patchwork filled with bright colors and different pieces of clothing. Like the actual shirt that she's wearing looks like two different shirts that have been stitched together with completely conflicting patterns. It's bright and it's vibrant, but it all works. And the second she sees you, Euchaunkas, you see her eyes narrow and she starts to seethe and almost stand, grabbing an arcane sigil, as the one to her right, wearing just an incredibly elegant, perfect blue formal party dress, kind of places a hand on her shoulder and kind of sits her back down, kind of calming her for a moment, as she also stares daggers at Euchaunkas, just cold steel in her eyes.
I see you've made friends.
The fourth figure in the room is, oh goodness, she's very, very short. She's wearing a very, very wide, poofy pink dress with kind of white frilly trim to it. She's wearing a little silver crown on top of her head, or probably a golden crown, frankly. And she has this red hair that's all tied up and done up perfectly in a little ponytail, or probably little pigtails rather. And she goes, "Oh my goodness!" and skips forward towards you, kind of like scampers forward. "Oh my goodness! I didn't expect Selcress to be here. I am such a fan of your work." She just runs forward straight toward you, Selcress.
Oh, well, what kind? I mean, that's
Do any
good.
of you react as she runs forward?
You must be princess.
Kurogan kind of puts himself
Looks like a
between the
little
two.
She looks like a what?
A little human girl. She's got like very, very pale skin, but like clearly her cheeks are powdered, and that's what makes them more pink.
So
Kurogan, as you kind of step between, I'm so sorry. What are my manners? Welcome to the pretty pink palace. She gives a little curtsy.
I assume this is your work then.
Selcress will reciprocate with, her years of training in nobility.
Would you join us for a tea party?
I think that would be nice. I go and pull out a chair.
Armana kind of looks over to Princess, and as does Laurel, and Laurel says, "Princess, you did not tell us that this thing was going to be here," as they as looks over at Euchaunkas.
Don't worry, Princess. I knew these things were going to be here.
Oh, you all have to calm down. It'll be fine. Everyone should have their tea, relax. Lovey Bear, go get our friend some tea. One of the stuffed animals, which is kind of dressed in like a nice suit, is a very large teddy bear, which you thought was inanimate, just stands up from the corner and begins to walk out of the room. And although it's a stuffed animal, the ground kind of shakes a little bit as it walks. Let's all just sit down, have some manners, have some tea, and then we can maybe talk things through. I'm sure that we all have a lot of common ground.
She is right, Laurel. And please just take a seat. I'm sure if this one can be civil and all of these figures here can be civil, then we can do the same.
The warlock that's kind of off on their own with the very long hair, the hair goes down nearly to the ground. This very, very straight black hair, rolls her eyes. We're all wasting our time. We should just be leaving.
And where will you go?
Anywhere. I don't see why we have to hold on to this crumbling palace. And
are
you see
you guys
that
still partying?
Princess's face gets all red.
You did notice a horde of Math Goblins, right?
We did, actually. That's what we wanted to talk about. Please, everyone have a seat. And she kind of scampers over and goes to pull out a chair for each of you.
I sit.
I'm sorry, we don't have any with tail holes. Is that okay?
It's fine.
She didn't stop to listen. She just pushed it in and kept going.
Selcress checks over the chair like cursorily. She's used to like, poison tax being in chairs from family gatherings.
Oh,
it's just
don't
second
worry.
nature to check for her.
And she's about your height. Just don't worry, I've got a cushion somewhere. Just a minute. And she goes to like scamper off to find a cushion.
Selcress will sit down while she's.
Yeah, you're a little short on the chair. It's not like appropriately sized for you. But she comes back with a little cushion. Here you go.
Alright.
Selcress just hugs the cushion to her chest in lieu of having a stuffed animal to hold.
Okay.
Kurogan will sit as well, kind of sideways, so his tail doesn't break the chair.
Yeah, and Princess runs over and sits back at her chair is like a throne almost at the end of the table. No surprise there. She looks at all of, are you all just on one end of this fairly long tea table and they're all on the other? Or
Yes, it's
Probably.
exactly that.
I was
We
picturing
would have
the
all sat
boardroom
next to each
across.
other.
Yeah, I love it. So Selcress, are you in the big chair on that end?
Of
That
course.
chair? Yeah, okay. Excellent. So you really don't fit in this chair. It's very, very small for you. You can see she's sitting on probably 3 cushions on her chair to like lift herself up like boosters.
Yeah, Selcress will add that cushion to boost herself up a little bit.
The large teddy bear wearing the suit comes back in with a seemingly steaming hot teapot and a bunch of cups for tea. And they go over and they put the teapot down in front of you all. And as they go to put the tea down, the place shakes from another crash as something hits it from outside, and about half the glasses fall and shatter on the ground. Oh, I mean cups, sorry. The teacups and saucers.
Gotcha.
And you see Princess just kind of like twitch. It's fine, we'll get some more. And the bear kind of goes to start cleaning up. So, I see you've all come here like we asked. Thank you.
Were you calling us specifically?
Yes, of course.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Yeah, I'd also like
actually-
to insight.
Yeah, I think you can all
Yes.
Sure. Well, Chris's
Good job,
insight
Crowley.
is terrible, but
Wow. Our insight is terrible.
yeah.
I think the Krixus, you're the only one who's kind of, and I think you've been like, because you've been a little less engaged, you've been watching at this point.
I'm just
right?
watching. I didn't even sit down. I am still standing. I don't trust these tables or this chair.
Mhm. Can't trust tables. I think you get the idea, right, that, and no one else picks up on this, but yeah, she was calling for Bartholomew's adventures. Maybe she was hoping she'd get some different, maybe she was hoping not for Euchaunkas. Kind of hard to tell whether, from her conversation there. But
Yeah.
clearly she can tell there's like a tension, and yeah, that's where she's kind of.
I look toward Armana and Aurel. Like, so how was the wedding? I imagine you had to take a rain check.
We got married the same day, as it were.
Hmm.
Our love was more important than the day, but
More important than the dresses. I imagine they burn.
we would have liked to have had the day.
Not my fault. I didn't burn everything down.
Tell me something, Euchaunkas.
Mhm.
If someone came into your temple, killed your clerics, and burnt it to the ground on the holiest day of the year, what would you have done to those individuals?
I have an answer for you. I pick up Ugg's head and put it on the table.
You hear Armana kind of just as like half pun, like you're not sure if it's the name or just disgust, but you just hear Armana go ugh as she sees the head on the table, and the other fashion warlocks or you see at least Armana and Oreal look down at the head of Ugg, kind of look back up at you. So, you agree that we would be in the right to do the same to you here?
Here. Oh, I already got that day.
You said you already got that day?
Yeah, I died in that adventure.
Oh.
Oh.
But here you are.
Oh,
Here I am.
Can we put the head on the floor at least?
Of course,
Pretty
princess.
please.
I put it on the floor.
Thank you.
Princess, do you know why the Math Goblins are knocking at your door?
Oh, yes.
Why?
Well, I mean, they want to destroy us. That's probably the biggest part.
Well, yeah, but why? I thought the eight
Well-
great evils were kind of chilling with each other.
Honestly, I'm not surprised.
I mean, you gotta maintain a level of equilibrium and alliance, borders with neighboring kingdoms, all that.
Princess goes, well, the thing is, and from the back, the warlock with the long black hair. Why are we beating around the bush? They're here because they want the stones.
The stones.
The rhinestones.
The stone.
Is
Did
anybody
you
else
hear your
supposed to find out?
Do I know anything about the rhinestones?
You had heard about this, actually, when you fought Ugg, because
Right.
she had just been attacked by the Math Goblins.
Oh yeah.
This is that thing Ugg was going on about.
I send my cloud over to go rain on Ugg's head.
Before her mouth got sewn shut, right?
Even before that.
She rolls her eyes and kind of shakes her hair, which it shakes like almost like so much hair, but it's all perfectly smooth and untangled. And she says, yes, they're a way, something like a spell casting focus for us to use our power. They aren't necessary, but they're nice. And we'd like to keep them.
Why are they after your stones?
I don't know. The Calculord is insane.
Well, that's true. Turn the whole world upside down. Literally.
Your
She
cat.
pulls out a picture of her keep upside down.
You know how much reorganizing I had to do?
Oh, just imagine when it gets flipped right back up.
Ugh.
Well, what if you just kept it upside down? I mean, it does still look pretty.
It's a little inconvenient to get around. Plus, Dad has to climb like a couple flights of stairs before he can go outside. For walkies.
Oh. Would anyone like some cookies?
I'll pass, thank you.
Lovey Bear, go get cookies. And the teddy bear turns and begins to walk out without a word.
I have something for the lizard folk, if you don't mind. I brought some of my snacks of my own. I'm happy to share.
Sure.
Here, Euchaunkas.
And it's like this gizzard from some kind of underdark bird that she passes out to him. And then she passes out cookies to Kurogan and herself.
He definitely eats her cookies because he trusts Selcress. He doesn't trust these
I
warlocks.
think he's working with the
I think
warlock
what
the
is-
whole time.
The way the situation turns out is there's a tray of cookies that Princess's bear brings to you that's untouched on your side, and there's a tray of cookies that you pass down to them that's totally untouched on their side.
Yeah, that's how it works out.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
I'm looking at Armana and Laurel again, and I'm like, so do you know why we were there that day? Did anyone ever tell you?
Oreal kind of looks and goes, "Oh yes, we figured it out. It was espionage, right?
beautiful
And
bloom.
Armana. Yes, we had hired him to do the flowers, and then he brings 4 lawless monsters into our home and into our wedding. We have words for him as well.
So do I.
Bloom should die.
I
If
agree.
there's a point you can all like relate on.
Selcress trying to be the delegator.
You see, like, Oreal kind of like continues. I don't know why he didn't just ask us what colors we wanted for the. Like, they've gone through this conversation 1,000 times between the two of them, and Armana once again just kind of like places a hand on Oreal as she starts to get like agitated. Just calm down, dear. Calm down.
Should have just gone with pink. Would have been perfect.
It wouldn't have matched, Princess. We've also talked about.
Well, what if you just did more pink?
As much
Yes,
of a fan
what
as
if
I
you
am
did
as
more
of pink,
pink?
blue's pretty good too.
Armana
I
kind
mean,
of.
blue's okay. Baby blue, though. Only baby blue.
Armana, who's wearing like just like a beautiful royal blue gown, kind of like rolls her eyes. Did you save any of Ugg's shoes? It's the only
Yeah.
good thing about her.
Yeah, some
Excellent
shoes.
sense in footwear. Otherwise, a bit oafish.
Yeah, she threw her shoes at us when we went to go.
Elegant as always.
You know how it is. So
No! Oh, no, you first, please.
well,
I had a question, but it escaped my mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you... none of you have touched your tea.
in drought culture, drinks are just for decoration, really.
Ooh, I love it. She
That
totally...
might fail.
So you
I'm gonna
usually
drink my tea.
that's
She dips
fine.
the cookie in the tea. Gingerly eats it.
So
Selcress brings out like a big gestures, or rather gestures of a big like pitcher vase.
and it'll be filled with like starlight. It looks like it'll be filled with starlight, and that usually sits in the middle of the table, and then you have wine glasses around the table filled with all that, and it looks really nice.
She kind of looks around, like, kind of anxiously, and she looks up to the teddy bear who, like, leans down, and she whispers something in the big bear's ears, and the big teddy bear looks at her, and, like, it can't really emote or anything, but she goes, I don't care, just figure it out. And the bear goes to leave. That sounds nice. We do that,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, really? That's awesome then. Oh man, this reminds me of home.
So, which of the horrible afflictions upon the world did you all cause?
What?
They took all the color from the land, remember?
Were you the color?
Yeah, they were the color.
We didn't do that.
Was that Valoran? Do you know where Valoran is? I wanted to get his. I wanted to
Yeah,
get
I
his suggestions on an outfit.
You can see immediately Princess's face goes red with rage, but she says nothing.
As do Oreal and Armana also.
The one in the back.
I
is
met
just
him
very,
once. He
one-
tried
one
to
of the-
steal our things, and we won.
Well, when I met him, he was stealing the color from the Sacred Veil. So that leads me to assume it's him.
The warlock in the back, who you realize is probably Oreal at this point, the only warlock who isn't accounted for, rolls her eyes and sighs. Yes, it's Valerian.
So, what have you
The
four
absolute
actually
worst of us.
done?
I mean, we've all stolen a smidge, a pinch of color here and there, but not like him.
My dress would not have been so rich a blue if the Blue Jays still were, but nothing on the scale of Valerian.
So
What if-
you guys are the chumps.
Well, Euchaunkas easy. There. What did Valerian do exactly?
He takes. He takes and he takes and he takes. And that's it.
Hmm. So really,
The,
Valerian's the worst of the lot.
Frankly, I think we all make the world a little better. As we are. And Princess goes, absolutely. I'm an inspiration.
To
Everyone to find their little smile inside.
Yeah,
Which
to be
ones?
their own little princess, Euchaunkas. Don't you get it?
the Morts or maybe the Math Goblins. Who are you inspiring right now?
All right, there's not a lot of people
For
around.
them, it wasn't a problem.
Oh,
Euchaunkas,
before
you
that.
can't tell me you've never wanted to be a princess.
I can 100% tell you I've never wanted to be a princess.
I can also agree with that. I have never been a princess.
You're talking to the wrong people.
Or I'll just
I'm the
looks
one-
to herself and face palms in the background.
Like, looks over at Krixus in Magical Girl outfit.
I've been a princess. What are you talking about? I am
Yeah.
one on
He's
occasion.
the queen.
Krixus does his own thing.
Yeah.
Yes, Krixus is the exception, not the example.
Don't. He's his own fine woman. Anyway.
Absolutely.
I
you
don't
know
grudge
where-
it.
It works. That's all that matters.
Do you know where Valerian is? And all the color?
What if we
There are only 6 of you. I thought there were 8 of you.
Well, one's
There's-
dead.
I was
one's
including her in the 6th.
Alright,
Okay.
that's fair.
Well, there are the 4 of us.
Uh-huh.
There's Ugg.
Was yes.
Oh, was Ugg? Well, Ugg's here.
Kind. In spirit. Yeah.
A part
head.
of Perseus, it counts.
Yeah.
Give her credit where it's due. There's
I think this
Al.
was the first meeting that Ugg's ever made it to, Laurel says.
This is the first meeting we've ever let Ugg into.
And there's a good chuckle from Oreal and Armana both at that.
I don't see what's so funny. She was horrible.
She was kind of a bear. Well, anyway. Al, and then keep going. That's only 6.
And then there's Valerian and that other one.
The
That-
oth-
I've never seen him before.
What's his rule of fashion?
One of you know? I'm really
Or
not
he-
sure.
Perhaps his name.
Oh yeah, his name would be good too.
Goodness, I don't even know. The one in the back, just, oh my goodness. Zan or something? I don't know.
He was friends with that gnome that you all hang out with.
Roger.
Yes, but not
He was
Roger.
friends with
I think it was Zan. That sounded right to me. He's new. He's number 8, I believe.
If
Okay.
he's even a real warlock. Entirely possible he's just a fraud. He claims that his domain is Edge. Seems a little shallow to me.
There's something there.
Selcress
Rise.
says because she's an edgelord.
And she takes out like a comb and starts combing her very, very long hair. Just like clearly like, all right, I'm not going to entertain this conversation anymore.
Oh my god.
Well, that's interesting. Do you know what he's up to these days, or if he's stealing color, or?
He's with Valerian, I think.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of like buddy, right-hand man type deals.
She just kind of looks to the other warlocks. So I assume they all share like a non-committal, like, I don't know, kind of look, right?
I can't picture Valerian being friends with anyone. Buddy is about as far from Valerian as I've ever seen.
Well, Valerian's prone to extremes too, so if this new Warlocks thing is edge, I could see how they could get along.
Who knows?
Well, what if we do know where they are?
What if? I feel like you're going to try and now say, oh, if we know where they are, and we'll tell you if you help us. Is that about the line you're going for?
Amazing idea!
Mhm.
I
I'm
go
sure
over.
it is.
I go over to Ugg's head.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna.
still standing, right, Krixus?
Oh yeah, I'm still standing. I'm not sitting down. I'm gonna
You
go over to
understand,
the
of
head.
course, that we'll have to draft up an appropriate contract.
And Selcress snaps her fingers, and Levi poofs into existence with a
Business
suit
Levi.
on and lawyer glasses and a stack of papers that he had pre-prepared for this moment.
Specifically, business Levi.
I'm going to use something fun.
I stand up.
Okay.
Why?
As is Kurogan.
So you want, and I just sort of start pacing the room. I'm like, you want us to what? Eliminate the goblin threat for you, get you out of this alive, save your castle, which seems like a waste of time as it is. Why should we?
Her face gets all red again. She gets very angry. And L'Oreal stops combing her hair. Because we can tell you a thing or two about the goblins now. This legion is led by a prime, a general. At least, that's how you mortals would talk about it.
While they're arguing, I'm gonna use.
What was the... Okay.
On
What
Ugg's
was
head.
the... Okay.
Wait, what are you using? You
Like,
kind of cut out.
You're
I'm
lighting a
using- I'm using a
Oh.
light in the dark.
Oh, he's jack-o'-lanterning Ugg's head. Wow.
This is very interesting because the way this works is the lantern flickers to represent true yeses or nos. Questions you can ask to a dead creature.
Yes.
Pete, do you think that would get past the Valerian's thing? I think it might.
It's yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
So you
Fuck.
take out your lantern.
What did we ask her before her thing? her
Yeah,
lips
what did
got
we
red?
ask her?
Well,
It's for
okay.
you
Well,
guys to remember.
as you're setting that up, Chris, it
months.
takes a minute to take out the lantern and open it up and pour in the oil and light it up, and the green light flickers
Yep.
up. And this kind of wrought iron lantern.
What? What kind
L'Oreal
of-
does say, if you take out the prime, the army becomes too chaotic. And they'll fall apart.
I
Okay,
see.
we take out the prime. It's dead. The army falls apart. They go into infighting. Or whatever math-based collapse happens. And then there's you four sitting in a castle completely unthreatened.
Having a slumber party!
You've been
a
having this slumber party for a while. You
Yes,
ever...
that's because of us.
And as you say the words, you've been having this slumber party for a while. You can see Laura and Armana both kind of like have a moment where they wince to themselves and kind of like look down, like, oh. They're a little bit tired.
It's been amazing having so many friends. Usually I only have my animals like Lovey Bear. And she goes and gives a big hug, which her arms don't fit around this huge stuffed animal bear.
Selcress leans over and whispers to Levi.
Add some stuffed animal minions to the contract, please, Levi.
Princess,
Kidding.
are they really your friends?
They are. They're completely obedient.
Not the stuffed animals. I meant the other warlocks.
Oh my goodness, of course.
Oh my
Why
god.
didn't they visit before?
They've been visiting for months. I think that's
Yes.
friendship.
But why didn't they visit before Ugg died?
Well, they did. It just wasn't as common. We
How
still had
common
parties?
was
I think this is a little bit of a silly question.
is it?
Pete.
Because frankly, the others just all seem annoyed with you.
She glares at you. I'm sorry you see it that way. And now, Krixus, you've done this thing. You have this freaky candle out. Sewn shut lips and eyelids begin to glow this horrible green light. Princess goes, oh no, what are you doing?
Oh, don't worry. This is Underdark Vogue.
Yes. Completely.
All right. What do you want to do with this?
It adds to the decor.
With this magical thing that you've done.
What did we ask?
Can I? Can I ask
I don't
a
even know what to
question?
do. We've gotten so far, but I don't know what to do from here.
I didn't expect to get this far.
There's another loud crash.
When,
What's up,
I ask,
what's up, Selcress?
are they being truthful?
Oh, come on.
Oh. I think the candle within the lantern flickers, and as it does, as the light kind of eking out between the cracks in Ugg's sewn shut lips. And how does it work? It's once for yes and twice for no.
Yep.
I think it flickers once.
Alright, well that's...
Fox, what were you asking me?
Yeah, I was asking, back when Selcress liberated her keep, what kind of math goblin was behind that? Just so I have an idea of the power scaling.
The geomancer, correct?
It was not a prime. It was a geomancer, which a prime would also be a geomancer, you assume. But it wasn't a prime. That's well, you don't know.
Primes
what
are named
prime
NPCs.
is, but yeah.
Fair enough. Big enough to be concerned.
Yes.
He doesn't know calculus, though.
Every
That's
prime
the
is a proper.
calculus thing.
Yeah, every prime is a proper noun. Is the bottom line.
Okay.
I have a question for the head.
Wait, we should wait until we see what else they say.
For one moment, I'm gonna whisper into Krixus's ear. Or his ear hole, I guess, really.
The ears.
Yes, Lizard Man.
Yeah, Lizard Man. The question is, will they betray us after we help them?
Oh, yes. So I go up to the ear and I can whisper, will they betray us when we follow through?
The lights flicker, indicating it's not like a once yes or twice no. It's a rapid flicker, implying unsure.
Okay, well, we get one more question, I think, so...
Yes, I think we should wait until we see what they offer and then see if it's worth it, maybe.
Alright. So I've drawn up a contract here.
Selcress has suddenly appeared in a snappy looking suit. You don't know when she changed. It's just,
But it
just happened.
Uh-huh.
And she adjusts her glasses, which have the lenses poked out because she doesn't need them.
Okay.
And,
This is the contract between the parties, L'Oreal, Princess, and
what were the other two?
L'Oreal, Princess, L'Oreal, and Armana.
Alright. Oreal and Armana. And Euchaunkas, Selcress, Kurogan, and Krixus.
Seeing your quick change, you see Armana and Laurel both kind of get a little bit excited about it, and you see both of them kind of just are all of a sudden wearing different outfits, and they are in their same styles. Armana's still wearing just a very beautiful, deep, rich blue, but it's now just a very elegant pantsuit, and you can see that Armana is now wearing just a pristine, again, chaotic and patchwork together, but equally chaotic in her style pantsuit.
This is amazing. These are Selcress's people. Where have they been all her life?
I'll be honest, I don't get it. I say, staring at L'Oreal and Armana, you two, she's extremely inelegant.
Are you pointing at me?
Not you, I'm pointing at L'Oreal, or whatever her name is.
You see Oreal and Armana kind of look at each other, and then look back at you, and Armana says, "It is in her differences and what makes us different that has brought us so close together. She is what I am not." And Aurel just kind of smiles back and nods. And their marriage seems to be in a great place. They seem very much in love with each other.
Aw, that's a cute relationship.
Despite all of what you did to them at their wedding.
Hey, don't mess with true love, Euchaunkas. You'll regret it.
Will I?
I'm not sure of something you could experience, but if you ever get the chance, I recommend. And he just kind of Kurogan just looks off into the distance, waiting for his time with Gamora.
Oh God. All right.
Princess hops down from her chair and kind of walks out from around the table. And the time she hops down behind the table, and as she comes around the corner, she's very short. She's also in a new costume. Hers is a very poofy yellow dress with now a silver tiara.
I see.
Well, I have some bad news. I don't know what devil you had write that up, but we're kind of above that. Good luck trying to bind us with something like that. You're gonna have to take us on our word.
That's not something so easily done.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
Think of
all
how
my
this could've
contracts,
gone. I
all my
could've gotten
contracts
all
go through the
right.
Vistas, so you're gonna have to answer to him if you renege on our agreement.
Oh yeah, whenever the hells open back up.
Do you know what's up with that, by the way?
That's on the list, I suppose, of things that you could ask us.
All right, I will write.
Pretty sure that's the weird dream guy's doing.
No,
No.
Well,
you don't know that.
oh,
Well, that's
I
a
don't.
big hint.
Very smooth,
Ah.
princess.
Oh yeah,
Pretty sure he's probably also the one causing the strange music.
right.
Lovey Bear just kind of
Boogie.
walks up behind Princess and gives her like a hug. She kind of snuggles into his arms.
Boogie.
All right.
But we do have to come up with at least a verbal agreement so that we know what the terms are.
Sure.
So if we help you
Like
and
there's the music.
eliminate your little math goblin problem, you will in turn tell us where Valorant is, everything you know about him and his fortifications and what he's up to. Pretty much, so we can go and take him down. You will also agree to restore the color that you took from the lands. If you want to cause
Princess
trouble,
immediately
cause it
makes eyes
after.
to Armana and Laura, like, I don't know about that one.
If you want to cause trouble, you can do it after all the evils are gone, okay?
Where's your bathroom?
Oh, it's right down the hallway.
Great. I walk.
And
to-
also, I can, and I also get one of the stuffed animals.
Lovey Bear, please escort Euchaunkas to the bathroom.
I thought that was
You're
about
about
to
to
be
get Lovey Bear up.
Yeah, I thought that was about to be like some kind of deal breaker.
Well, how about we get to keep the color we have?
It depends on how much color it is.
Just a little.
Where is the bathroom in relation to the outer wall?
So this huge stuffed animal teddy bear walks you down the hallway, and it's just like there's like a door on the side of this big tea room, and it's just 20 feet down. There's a couple doors.
I go in.
Okay, the bear waits outside.
I close the door.
Okay.
Now, here's the problem with the before stated term. What if they don't know as much as they're leading us to believe? Especially about this, Valor, whatever his face is.
Yeah, he's the edgy one that gave me the spiky armor.
Selcress flashes up a a picture of it.
Because they
She's got
don't.
photo cards of herself.
Yeah.
According to them, they do not
She
know
came
anything about
prepared.
this Zan individual. But they know about Val, whatever. But how much do they actually know? Especially if he is alone there.
Is there a window in this bathroom?
Has been.
Oh,
Go ahead.
you're right. We need some form of collateral to know that you actually have the information we need.
Yeah, there's a window to an outside courtyard.
Great, I use it.
You escape out the window. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth check.
Also, Selcress is saying that they're gonna need some kind of.
Euchaunkas just
Oh,
15 feet down to like the garden below, and you, all right, you fall out, you just fall into like a fountain. There was probably like a unicorn that like spit water out of its mouth that was like the centerpiece of this fountain. That I don't know if you just destroyed it when you fell on it, or if like one of the boulders that's landed in here done it. But
Definitely one of the boulders did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is this,
Yeah, hard to tell.
Ow. Is this courtyard connected to the outer wall?
No, it's an inner courtyard.
Ah, fun son of I make my way toward an outer wall.
Okay, you're just gonna. So you're just gonna try and like
I'm
stealth
taking a
your
walk.
way out of here.
He's James Bonding out of this situation.
Yeah, I guess what I'm asking is there like a goal that you're going for? Are you trying to like sneak over to the Math Goblins, or is Euchaunkas just so tired of this?
I'm not sneaking over to the Math Goblin.
Okay.
Yet.
I'm just getting to a wall, trying to get, for now, let's just say I'm trying to get to a wall.
Okay. So meanwhile, back inside, I think you're able to do that well enough. I mean, it was originally a poor stealth roll, but I think over time you're able to make your way over there hopefully without being seen by the stuffed animals. But yeah, back at the table.
So we're gonna need like some kind of assurance that you actually have the information we need and that you're not just taking us for.
How about one of those rhinestones?
Oh, that could be good collateral.
They all look at each other.
For me, it's going to be a no. And a no for
What?
me too on that.
Couldn't you just let us use Uggs?
I don't know who
Uggs?
has
We don't
Uggs.
have Uggs.
The Math Goblins
have
probably have
already
Uggs.
Fine. L'Oreal steps up and places a jet black stone on the table and slides it over.
Are you sure about that? L'Oreal looks at L'Oreal.
If that will deal with our problem, yes.
I see you're serious about this. Levi, would you hold on to that for me?
We get that back as soon as we tell you where Valerian is.
Correct.
It's collateral. You'll receive it back as soon as this deal is finished.
You all hear the lumbering steps of Lovey Bear come back in to the room without Euchaunkas.
Where is Euchaunkas? What have you done with my little friend?
Euchaunkas probably just found his way to the kitchen or something.
Very quietly as I possibly can, I whisper for the third question. Is that one of their rhinestones?
Okay, cool.
Howard.
Interesting.
Oh!
Oh, all right. Let's find out. Flashes once.
So yes.
I put the head in my little bag. Euchaunkas will want this later.
He will. 100%.
Alright.
I'll have
It
Levi
was starting
take-
to like thaw out, and there's like a puddle of blood on the table now.
I'll have Levi take the stone, and he can put it in the extra dimensional space where he comes from. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I think while he's there, he can have it. But while he's in the material plane, he has it. you can't just leave stuff in the extra-dimensional space. But I think if he's holding something and you disappear in there, I think that's acceptable.
Works for me too.
All right, that's fine. It's just insurance, so if he dies,
For now,
if he dies, he kind of, disappears. And if he dies with it on him,
if he dies, he would lose it.
Yeah, he'd drop
fair
it.
enough.
Yeah. It'd be like if you intentionally put him in there. But for now, he's there with him.
I'll have Euchaunkas eat it later.
Do you say
That's
that?
really the safest place.
Does Selcress say that?
No.
Okay. All right. But she's thinking it.
I mean, maybe. She just wants a secure spot to keep it while they go to the Math Goblins because, if in the event of their death, she doesn't want the Math Goblins getting it.
I won't be helping you in the fight, of course.
Of course, that's what you're hiring us to do. We're adventurers, we know that.
Oh, good. I want that stone back.
Of course.
As long as you are good on your word, we will be good on ours.
Great! I told you all this would be wonderful!
It's been some time. Where did Euchaunkas get to?
He's probably causing mischief somewhere else.
Oh!
Smash
Lucky
cut?
Bear said he snuck out.
Oh, well.
We are
I-
talking about Euchaunkas, right? He doesn't really.
What are these walls made out of?
Looking at, they appear to be made out of weird pink stone.
Perfect. Where?
Mhm.
I guess I would make my way to the portcullis, which is closed right?
Yeah, I think like you get from the castle side looking out, you can see the stuffed animals by like that main gate.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see you because obviously they're looking outwards toward the Math Goblins. But
Yeah. Okay. How thick are the walls?
oh, I don't know. I mean, this is fantasy, so they're not nearly as thick as they'd normally be. Maybe like 5 feet. Like they're thick,
Okay. Yeah.
but they probably don't have passages in them. They have like ramparts along the top of them.
No passages in them, so they're just 5 feet
I think
Of
so.
stone.
Yeah. That makes more sense.
of stone. Great. I open up a hole in one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Sure. Wow, that's the perfect size for you. Okay. Yeah, you use your stone shape and you make a very convenient. Do you try and hide this little exit?
Nope.
just in the middle of the. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. Now what?
I pick up a rock.
Mhm.
I go into the little exit. Pick up a rock.
Sure.
Light it,
Lighted?
as in use light on it.
Cast a
All
light
right.
cantrip.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Toss it out the hole. Like
Okay.
a little flare, and I start heading back in.
Okay. Just leaving a little vulnerability.
A little breadcrumb trail.
Okay. You try and be discreet about coming back in, or you just walk back in the main way?
I walk in back in the main way.
Okay. So as you guys are like, where is Euchaunkas anyway? The door opens up the way you came in, and Euchaunkas walks back in.
Oh,
Ah, welcome back.
there you are. We made a deal. They
Did
gave
we?
us one of their rhinestones as collateral.
Huh. That's stupid. I said, looking at them.
L'Oreal just kind of rolls her eyes. Well, if that gets
Which one
what we
gave you the
need-
rhinestone?
I did.
You did. I see.
That's
So-
great. I'm glad everyone understands. Please go kill the Math Goblins.
Okay. You guys ready to go?
As ready as ever. Give me a second. He's just kind of pressing for a second. Go to get these in. Alright, let's go.
Alright, just out of curiosity, why have you guys been slumber partying so long? mean, I figure there's a reason.
Another word for this slumber party might be a siege.
Oh, has it really been a month? Like months since they've started this?
Well, it started because you killed Ugg and we didn't want to die.
Hmm.
And
Like I
then
said earlier.
Math Goblins came and no one could leave.
I see.
So you put yourselves all in a situation where you could be besieged.
And we're safe for now.
Great tactical planning.
Just leave it, Euchaunkas. Let's go deal with the Math Goblins. I have an idea.
Oh yes, let's go deal with the Math Goblin.
All
All
right.
right. Do you all go to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. The four of you go to leave. As soon as the door closes, you just hear, "I hate the lizard man!"
I want to hear more.
And it turns into this awful like shriek of rage that she had just been kind of containing.
As soon as the door closes and I hear that, I start laughing.
Oh my god.
Well, I hope she liked me at least. I didn't
Oh.
expect her to like Euchaunkas.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better.
Oh, yes,
Let's
it is.
Let's take
I
a
have,
walk.
I have some ideas too, you Euchaunkas.
Oh
I'm
boy.
I'm glad.
All right. Let's go out into the ashen field.
Oh no! I think we should go up on the wall.
All right.
Here's an idea. How about we play a little backstab where we claim we did it, and then we lead them to it. We get the information we want, and then we let the math
We
guy.
just leave.
Well, I'm not opposed to killing them later.
Like I said, we fake like we did what we were supposed to do, make a deal with the math goblins, get the information we need,
Oh, you
and then
can't
we
reason
let
with
them kill them.
you can't reason with Math Goblins. I'm not having that. They're crazy.
Well, you know, they don't like bad math, I know that.
Yeah, and you're the patron saint of bad math.
What? 6 plus 7 is 42. Everyone knows that.
Oh, Krixus, that's. Wait, I don't actually know.
It's wrong. But
You
let
might be
him have
right. Oh,
it. It's wrong, but let him have it.
It worked against that one guy. That was a
So
long time ago.
Never
the
work
group
again.
of you make your way, I guess, back to the
courtyard. Or the.
or I guess the ashen field between the Pretty Pink Palace and the Math Goblins.
No.
Yep.
I want to go between the wall and the palace.
I'm gonna go where Euchaunkas
Okay.
is.
Sure.
I
We're all
I-
going together, so.
I climb
Yep.
the ramp. I start climbing the ramparts.
A bunch of the stuffed animals out here look at you as you do, but yeah,
Okay.
sure. They're
I'm with
watching.
you.
Huge explosions continue to catapult down and slam into the place.
Isn't it kind of dangerous to be up here, Euchaunkas?
It'll be fine. I take out. I cough up a white sheet
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and sort of like throw it up on like. Sort of throw it out, like wave it around and yell with thaumaturgy, "Parlay!"
Okay. You do
And
that.
I specifically say, "Parlay Prime."
Okay. You're just waving this handkerchief and
I-
yelling.
No, not a handkerchief. Like a big sheet, like a bed sheet.
Like, it's like a
Sure.
blanket.
Like a surrender flag. Yeah.
Yeah. But yelling "Parlay" really loud.
Okay.
Euchaunkas, I swear if you mess up my chance to get a talking, breathing stuffed animal, I will punch you in the guts.
Oh, that chance is gonna be messed up.
No, but I want one.
Do you honestly think I will work with those cretins in there?
I mean, it
Nothing
seems
immediately happens except more catapult or trebuchet.
Why do you hate them so much? I never. What happened? Did they insult the cloud or something?
I'm sure they would, but frankly, What happened was Bloom sent us on a suicide mission. All of my group partners fucked it up, and I died to the Warlock's stupid guards.
I see. Well, I think you should really blame Bloom for that one.
I do. I also don't like the Warlocks.
Well, you can not like them, but they aren't the worst things in the world. Valorant seems to be the
They're
problem.
one of the... however many there are. 15 now? I don't know.
Yeah, but if they were telling the truth, and they were,
She looks at Krixus.
then Valorant's the one that's the problem.
They're all a problem.
I'm
Well, like
sure.
I said, they can all die. That can be arranged.
They're a plague on the world. Them and the Math Goblins both. I would rather them all be dead, but at the moment, if we can get information and kill them later, although there is no better place than now when they are surrounded.
Yeah, we let them go. They get more powerful.
When they what?
If we let them go, they get more powerful.
Yeah, but
I want to kill them and the Prime here and now.
then what's your plan for that?
I made a door.
A door.
Yes.
On the
We let them...
As you're having this conversation, I think you can see a couple of the stuffed animals, like, that can overhear you, are, like, walking back toward the castle.
Krixus, Euchaunkas, please eat them.
Oh.
I know stuffing's probably not your favorite, but you're my garbage disposals.
How many of them is it?
Well, on the walls here, there's like 5 or 6 of them just around.
How close are they to one another?
I mean, they're fairly spread out, but...
How many could hear us?
Yeah.
Wait, they can hear us even over the siege?
I mean, it's not constant, it's the problem. I think, you know, it's unsure how well they can hear you, is I guess the real thing. The real thing is you're just up on the wall, standing there, waving us a flag of surrender and yelling parlay. And a couple of them are starting to walk back in.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah. As long as they didn't overhear the...
Yeah, unsure if they could have done that. Don't know what the hearing capabilities of stuffed animal. Yeah. The Math Goblin Prime doesn't seem to react at all. Like, there's no change from the Math Goblin encampment.
I'm gonna put in Skywrite. I'm gonna take my time while this is going on and start putting words in the sky.
I keep telling you can't reason with
Prime.
Keep telling you can't reason with Math Goblins.
I don't have to reason with him. I just need him to come here.
Yeah. All right. The group of you are just kind of hanging out. Krixus, you finish your skywrite, and as you do so, the gates to the castle kind of open behind you, and you can see a couple of the warlocks coming out. You see Armana, you see Aurel, and you see Princess. You don't see L'Oreal, who stayed behind. And yeah, they're coming outside and they're looking up at you, and you can see the Princess looks like irritated. Her face is all red, dead giveaway as always. I imagine Armana and L'Oreal probably also look a little annoyed. And yeah, they start walking up toward the like stairs up to the wall that you're on. You guys have like a minute or so before they get up there. I mean,
I let them. I just wait.
I do too. I don't care.
I'm inclined to keep our agreement for now.
Before they get up there.
I'm inclined to keep our agreement for today, but I'll go with whatever you guys want to do, as long as it doesn't get us killed.
I'm also fine with still keeping the agreement for now.
I think it's, best if, Valorant's the greater of the 8 warlocks of the 8 evils, that we ought to take him down first, and then we can take them down if the need arises.
I don't want to create a power vacuum for one of the others to step into. To me, Valorant's the last. Except for maybe this Zahn guy.
Well, we don't know much about him. We still need information, and we don't know where Valorant is, and we might not get leads on him unless we help them out now. Information's a worthy trade.
I don't think it is a worthy trade.
It could save our lives later.
I don't think they're going to give us anything that can ultimately help us that much.
You hear the pitter-patter of feet on stone.
Roger warned you about their honeyed words.
Princess makes her way up the stairs and kind of around the ramparts toward you all. What are you doing?
Trying to lure out the Prime.
Yeah, we're trying to get him alone.
Goodness. If we could have done that, we would have done it already.
I guess we have to go into the encampment.
She kind of rolls her eyes. God. Are you going to hold up your end of the deal or not?
Yeah.
And Selcress goes over to Princess and like takes her hand and says,
I'm really sorry about him. He's a lot, I know. Mm-hmm. It's refreshing, isn't it? It's kind of hot out here.
Oh.
You don't like the cold, Princess?
I prefer it warm. Anyway,
Yep.
look,
Oh.
if you're worried you won't be able to fight him, we'll help you.
Oh, you will.
Mm-hmm.
And how will you help us?
I'll come with you. Me and Lovey Bear.
All right.
I would like to insight her.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to have you along. It'll be princess power.
and Selcress pumps a fist up into the air.
She kind of squeals and kind of like, you know, stomps her feet up and down a couple of times excitedly. Yeah, I mean, she seems serious about helping you. Euchaunkas.
And what about you two?
Well, they already said they had no intention of helping us.
Oh, you're looking at Armana and Laurel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, before I forget, Euchaunkas, you forgot this. And I pull Ug's head out.
Ah, thank you.
Take a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah. You should put that away, Euchaunkas.
Yeah,
You need your hair free.
Yep.
Oh my god.
They're back on the wall still, right, Chairman?
Yeah, they're up on the wall, and Princess walked up with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if Armana and Laurel followed, or if they're still down in the courtyard.
I mean, I think they're kind of hanging back a little bit, but at the question of what about you two, I think I think they'll approach, and Armana kind of looks down to Princess, looks over the group of you. Are the four of you unable to handle it on your own? It's part of why we made this deal in the first place, because
No, we can handle it.
we did not want to.
So Chris puffs up immediately.
We didn't want to put our rhinestones at risk. And Princess, I think that you're acting rashly. I know you're excited about the new friend that you've made, but you're really
She blushes and looks down at the ground. Kicks
But
her foot a little
princess
bit.
power.
you're taking quite a risk.
Well, if anything, it will show them that we're completely serious.
And I think the way that Armana and Oreal kind of leave it is, if Princess wants their support, they'll stand by her, but they'd prefer to hang back.
So do you need us or not?
We'd welcome the help.
Absolutely.
I'm pumped for Princess Power.
Fine. What's the plan then?
Well, does anyone have seeming? This might be a bit distasteful.
You know who you're talking to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Armana and Laurel both have seeming, as it were.
Oh, that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So how about we go undercover as Math Goblins? This is kind of how we get around Central City too, as Mort. You know, just blend in with the Mort crowd.
All right.
We can do that very easily. And you watch as Armana just kind of like runs her hand through the air, and just bits of magic seem to kind of start to stitch threads and changes around you, until you watch as, like, for example, Armana's a very statuesque woman, and you watch as her face turns green and she gets pointy ears, but she still, like, makes herself look exactly the same height, and while she, like, puts clothes that looks something like the Goblin's military outfit, they're also still way more high fashion, the thing that she puts on all of you, than the actual Math Goblin clothes. You don't blend in at all, you just look like unfathomably tall and fashionable goblins.
I'm not sure this is gonna work.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Let's go.
Alright.
All right. Y'all climb down from the walls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's head out.
Yep.
Okay. Any plans as you approach that area, or are you just going to walk across the battlefield as very tall goblins? Very tall, very elegant looking goblins.
Well, we might want to try a roundabout strategy. Anyone have any ideas?
Well, to start, I'm gonna try and cite where the prime, in theory, would.
Okay.
Perhaps he has some sort of tent
Is there like a special tent for him?
or something.
Yeah, roll me a probably a history check.
Not perception, huh?
Well, it's you would have seen it like coming down, I guess. Yeah, roll. I guess perception. We can say perception. Okay. Yeah, I think the way that the Math Goblin force is laid out. I mean, he's in the center. He's gonna be smack dab in the middle.
All right.
That's kind of like everything is built concentrically around the center.
He'll be in the middle. That's what it looks like. How many Math Goblins do there appear to be?
I mean, you saw like just this absolute swath of tents and camps and stuff. I mean, in the thousands.
Right.
And without the leader, they should all crumble.
That they should.
That's the hope.
I mean, that
It would
seems
take a
reasonable.
calculor to organize that many. At least after they lost their prime. And he is not here.
Are there many primes?
I don't know.
Hmm.
She's Princess is walking next to you, Selcress. She tries to hold your hand at some point.
Sure, Selcress will tolerate this.
Yeah, and she's just, yeah, oh, your hand is still so cold.
I can wear a glove.
Oh, it's fine.
Alright.
I don't know. I mean, we mostly kept to ourselves. It was Valerian who went all around stealing this and that.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Sure. On who?
All of them. But Princess to start.
Oh, surface thoughts. What's Princess thinking?
Yeah.
Princess is thinking. She's probably judging Selcress
Like the little things that, like, oh well, she's not perfect. If only, right? Maybe she could be my friend if I could fix these little things.
Thank God.
Like living
okay.
underground. That's gross. You know, that's kind of where Princess's brain is at.
Right. So to start, I say, so what do you think about living underground, Princess? It's pretty nice from what I hear.
It's wonderful.
Dirty, right?
Oh no, it's not very dirty at all. I know this place.
Underground is where the dirt is, though.
That's true, there is dirt there.
Well, there's dirt everywhere. We're walking on it.
I know, it's awful.
Yeah, we're walking on the underground.
But my keep is immaculate, and I mean, there's some crystal caverns that are really
It's still
pretty.
kind of jelly-like.
Hmm?
But didn't
What's
it get
jelly like?
the keep? Or did we fix that?
Well, then you also got the really cool glowing mushrooms too.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Yes, mushrooms. They release spores that also kind of glow.
Yeah.
Well, there
Like
are other
like a weird
bioluminescent
dust.
things down there. Lots
We
of.
prefer stardust and sparkles.
Oh, it sparkles.
And rainbows.
That is something I really like about the surface world.
Rainbows?
Mhm.
Good.
Have you
You
been
should
to the
never
dream? Have
They
you been
come
to
from the
dream?
cloud.
There's something there that's
They
called
do
a
come from the
floof,
cloud.
and it's amazing.
You start having conversation about the floof.
Yeah.
I love it. Armana and Laurel, like, what are they? Are they just kind of following along behind, or?
What are they thinking?
Yeah, for one thing, in terms of what they're thinking, they are. Right now, they're both kind of thinking essentially the same thing, which is they're thinking about if this goes wrong. They're extremely mistrustful about the situation they're going into. They're decidedly nervous about confronting this because this wasn't really the deal, and they're thinking about how they're going to make an exit for the other one, for Oreal or Armana, if something starts to break bad. And they're both thinking how they'll get the other one out of there.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay. I ask, sort of, is this like aimed at all of them? I'm like, so hey, weird question. I know we've got this whole deal. You all do, but how do we know you weren't just going to? Oh, I don't know. Kill us after we fought the Prime because we would have been in a weakened state.
I can, I think, be blunt about that. We are tired of Vlarin. And, well, you are some of the only people who seem to have the ambition right now to go after an individual that has accumulated so much color.
I am reading their minds as they're saying all this.
Color is power, right? To you guys?
In
Quite,
some
sort of.
ways,
It's just nice to have.
each of us uses our power a little bit differently. And for Vlarin, it's proven to be quite a force.
I see.
I mean, let's just be frank here. We're powerful, the three of us and L'Oreal. But we're not as strong as Valerian. We're honestly not even as strong as Ugg, probably. Even with Lovey Bear, she says, squeezing the strange, fluffy Math Goblin standing next to her.
As soon as she stops saying that, I turn around, I look right at her, and I said, "Hi, Frank. I'm Krixus."
What?
To be frank.
Oh,
Oh, it's a dad joke.
What are they thinking
That
when they're
was
saying this?
funny.
Are their thoughts in line with what they're saying? Their surface thoughts?
More or less. I mean, yeah, surface thoughts are in line with what they're saying.
surface thoughts for
Princess
Princess. Princess is like, I think you can get gleaned from her surface thoughts. I'm the weakest, and I don't want to lose my palace.
I see.
Yeah, there's definitely like a self-consciousness kind of thing there.
I see. Is she also thinking that Krixus' joke wasn't funny?
Yeah, she's saying it's terrible. I hate the lizard people. This is what she's saying.
Now
They're
look,
awful.
if we are to trust one another here, obviously there are things from our past that we must get over. One thing or
Have we not
another.
done enough to show you that we trust you?
Oh,
It's
let
not about
Kurogan
that.
finish. He's a nice guy, trust me. Look how golden shiny he is.
You shiny.
At this point, it is not about trust. We have something that you want back, and you have something that we want. It is a deal between equals at this point. But Valerian, if he is as strong as you say, and you are not strong enough to take him yourself, with us, I am certain that you would be. And if you're so tired of all this, and if you want to live a peaceful life, why don't you help us take out the other evils as well? Once the world goes back to the way it's supposed to be, you can have your little bit of color here and there. You can live peacefully. You two, looking at the two married ones, can have a proper wedding. One that's not ruined by any adventurer.
Yeah, we'll make sure Bloom doesn't attend that one.
I too I have someone very special that I wish to marry. And I cannot do that in this world here. Not with it as messed up as it is. It is not safe for her or anyone else. We're putting our lives on the line. I expect you to do the same if you want a world that was as peaceful as it used to.
I don't want to talk for everyone. And obviously, L'Oreal isn't here. But we'll help you in our way. We'll weaken Valerian how we can. But we can't confront him directly.
I will
Is it
take
some
ass.
kind of-
Overpower us.
Oh, there's some sort of weird Warlock of Fashion dynamic power thing going on?
It's really weird.
Well, we definitely don't want to get him to get any stronger than he is now.
It would be too much of a risk for any of you to face him even
Right.
all together because of your stones, your rhinestones. If he got a hold of those, it would be way too dangerous.
And Laurel kind of looks off into the middle distance, and you see her just kind of mumble something about, "He's stolen a lot of my looks."
I stop and I go back and I look. I get like right up to the Armana Goblin. Wait, who really wanted to kill me at first? Was it Laurel?
Both of them were just.
Yeah, but which one sort of put the
Laurel was
hand
the
up?
one that Laurel was the one that was just like openly angry, and Armana was the one that was like also angry but was trying to calm Laurel down.
I get right up in Laurel's face. I'm gonna put this out there real ahead of time. My companions seem to want to give you all a chance. I don't. However, if you prove yourself useful here, I might not kill you. But if you do anything from now until the end of all of this, I will stomp you into the ground with the fury of a hurricane. And just because you all are powerful warlocks, don't think that will help you against me.
Armana kind of leans in and like crashes her forehead into yours, and you see Armana kind of looks back and kind of is like trying to calm her down, but Oreal doesn't really seem to care at this point, and you hear her say, "If you're going to make a statement like that again, I'd like to hear it without a party."
glad.
Oh, let's all calm down. I think we're all thinking the same thing here.
Are we all thinking the same thing here?
We're gonna
Kill me,
kill
Euchaunkas
you.
knows.
If we betray you, you're gonna kill us. It's super easy. So let's just not betray each other. And
I'm
everything
thinking, can I just
will-
kill all of them right now?
I say to Laurel and Armana, there's another saving grace for each of us, regardless. I think we have a common enemy.
And Armana kind of leans back. I'd love that.
Is it Bloom?
Yes, it's Bloom.
It's absolutely
I was gonna
fucking.
ask too. Thank you. I was confused.
It's Bloom, don't worry. They both got access to grind.
Honestly, I've never liked Bloom either.
And
Yeah, he needs to die.
And I
Pretty fun.
so much fucking vitriol for Bloom. the nice fucking god of flowers. Anyway.
He sits on a flower crown
He
of
sits on
blood
a
and
throne of
lies.
lies.
It's just, you slice fucking flowers.
You make one mistake.
Your blood lilies won't save you now, Bloom.
Anyway. Armana looks at you and just goes, if we're making deals, I promise to invite you when we go to kill Bloom, and I would expect the same courtesy.
Oh, can I come along for that?
I guess we have reasons to make sure the others live. And you
I want to kill Bloom.
All right.
Selcress raises her hand.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's
sure.
kind of-
You can
Did
have.
Bloom-
This is always a little bit off topic. Can we get back to the
Right.
task at hand?
Hold on.
Did
You
your
have a
wedding? I just wanted. Did Bloom kill your wedding? I don't know if that's true
Did
for you.
Bloom send you on a suicide mission?
Yikes. Hey,
When he could have
we're-
asked a simple question, the stupid.
Hold on a second. Let's just go fight the Prime, huh?
Yeah, we're here.
Yes, please.
You're
great.
at the outskirts of like the camp. You see goblins like sharpening weapons and walking around and like cooking in pots. A couple of them are looking at you like really confused, like
I
just been
have-
listening to part of this conversation and they don't seem to get what's going on. They're like,
I will actually have my pet cloud just go through different math symbols.
Yeah, I just start
Kinda
walking
change the
through
shape.
and saying math problems like,
Some
oh,
deltas
1
and
plus
some
1
pies.
equals 2.
Oh, we don't want to talk about my math.
Goblin nods and approach acceptingly. He goes,
The
"Sit down."
hypotenuse.
Addition! Yeah! Subtraction!
A
Woo!
plus B squared equals C
Yeah.
squared. Yeah.
Yeah. Algebra might be a bit advanced.
Yeah,
Pythagoras was a cool guy.
Kurogan just
At
goes
the
off.
word Pythagoras, a couple
Yeah,
of
I was just gonna
stay
say.
attention and salute immediately.
Yeah, Pythagoras.
Kurogan
And
just
a bunch more math goblins just complete attention immediately.
Oh my god!
Kurogan just starts listing off the numbers of pi.
You're getting a lot of attention right now.
Maybe let's chill out on the advanced math. We wouldn't want to hurt their brains, would we?
A bunch of math goblins are staring at you all right now.
At ease, go off somewhere. Don't you have some problems to solve? Shoot.
Ah.
Wait, do
you
do they respond to at ease? Because if they don't, I say degrees.
Ah. They all seem like confused, like they were looking for someone when you said Pythagoras,
Oh, I see.
and there's just a lot of confusion kind of going along, and they're looking at you all just confused.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a like alerted look at you. It's a confused like what are you doing? Kind of like.
Oh, okay. Selcress will go over to one and say, sorry about all of that. They're really excited. We're looking for the Prime. We have an important report for them.
Prime? He kind of looks toward another Math Goblin next to him.
The Prime?
Prime.
Yes.
Prime.
Do they seem confused again?
No. They were looking at you. Why?
Intel.
Yes.
You are geomancers. We are numbers.
Blinks
That
at you.
we are.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk to the Prime. I start walking.
Why ask us?
Right, sorry. Show us to the Prime immediately!
Yes, sir.
Math Goblin frantically jumps up and begins to kind of lead you
Good job.
through the hordes. It's strange. The Math Goblins you fought in the past are horrifying. I mean, they are an absolute monster of a foe, able to inflict absurd amounts of damage, twisting and warping and damaging your bodies in ways that just don't even render and mix with reality. But just seeing this this army of them, and you're just walking through them, and none of them are threatening you at all. It seems that you've been quite easily able to just go right over their heads in this regard. Maybe it's just the potency of Armana's seeming spell, perhaps, or maybe it's just the grunts aren't that smart when they don't have orders. But either way, yeah, you're able to make your way well through the camp, and eventually find yourself at, well, I guess the outer ring to a very large kind of encampment with a big tent that you think is the center. Is this it?
Yeah.
Are there any chalkboards nearby?
Looking around, not just like out in the open, no. I mean, there's like some really big tents that are probably like strategy, kind of tents that you assume there's probably stuff in there. But just out and about here, no. There's a big fire, there are a couple guards, and I think a couple just like guard Math Goblins. They have weird squared spears standing at attention outside of the tent's entrance.
So Selcress will whisper to Euchaunkas.
Do us plea now.
What?
We're in the middle of the camp. It doesn't seem good to start a fire.
Yeah, well, don't have much of a choice. We gotta get in the tent. I walk up to the tent flap.
Yeah, there are the two guards outside standing at attention. They have these square-shaped spears, and yeah, they look at you as you approach.
I pause, look at each of them,
Mm-hmm.
point at one of them. That's not held at a proper degree.
Oh my god.
Roll me a deception check using intelligence. I guess this is an intelligence-based deception check here.
Is it? I don't actually know. Like, I'm not pretending to know either. Like, I'm not like saying, oh, is
He's
that
just
actually a real
saying it
degree?
with all the
I'm
confidence in
just
the
like
world.
saying it.
You're just saying it. What is your intent in saying it? What are you trying to
Oh,
get at?
just to belittle him.
Oh, just to be a dick.
Yeah.
Like I'm a
Goblin.
geomancer. Fuck you, kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. You're doing it to try and emphasize that you are a geomancer. Buy into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is definitely a deception check. Does it need? What do you think? The intelligence or just regular?
I think the intelligence is a good choice. I'd also say
Yeah.
performance would count.
Yeah, that could work too. I mean, it's just like even persuasion or intimidation with intelligence. I think it's an intelligence-based thing. Though. You're hitting them with like the big brain.
2 plus 2 is 4. Quick math.
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Because the way I see it, right, is if you're wrong, right, if it isn't off, like
Weird.
that gives you away. You know what I mean?
Alright, well,
I'm gonna like stare at him, intimidating, like, and mostly to give
To
advantage. Yes, to help.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's
14.
investigation, but okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
an
know. I think
investigation.
that's the same as my deception.
Okay.
Okay. The Math Goblin is going to roll what's he gonna roll? An insight check here. He adjusts his spear. Sorry.
Shake my head, and I open the tent flap and start walking in.
You're real fucking lucky.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, do the rest of you follow?
Yes.
Yep.
Selcress walks like she belongs there. She knows how to do that.
Kurogan always walks like he belongs everywhere he goes because he has more confidence than he has any right having.
Yeah, same with Selcress.
I think that's the same for Euchaunkas.
I mean, I think it's the same for the Warlocks too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
We're all
Like, of course we're allowed in. Why wouldn't we be?
Yeah, I'd like each of you to just, I mean, Euchaunkas got through the door. I'd like just each of you to roll me a deception check, regular deception, just to play the role following Euchaunkas.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh god.
Well, it's a group check.
Wasn't that bad?
Okay.
Thank goodness
then-
for that counterbalance of Selcress.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's open
Selcress is a drow. She's kind of specializes in this.
Let me roll for Princess. Okay, so what's the deception? Okay, so that's not good here. What? And then Lovey Bear didn't roll super well. Princess didn't roll very well either. Can you roll for Armana and Laurel?
I would love to do so. Boop, boop, boop.
You know, you could have called him an intensive care bear. I think that would have been better.
It could have been. It certainly would have been questioning. All right, so I think overall you still succeed. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes and only 3 failures. So as a group, you're managed to make your way past this, past these 2 guards, and you walk into what is clearly a war room. Right, this is a tent that has been set up specifically for the purpose of like plotting the invasion. You see, very much like you expected, Krixus, chalkboards aplenty. They're all written formulas that boggle your mind just to look at, written upon them. The place is lit in the far corner by like a fire that's been set, or not corner, but toward the center of the area by a large fire that's been set up here. And as you get in, you hear the distinct sound of chalk on a board. And at the far end, you see a very, very tall figure faced away from you, writing on this board. They look kind of like a goblin from the back, but it's hard to tell, and they're like 6 feet tall.
So we're not super freaky tall goblins.
Seemingly not. I mean, this figure is as tall, if not taller. For much taller than you, Selcress.
Meh. About my size.
I mean,
about the
Selcress is
size
about
of
goblin
very
size.
slender, the very slender-looking goblin, and they're wearing a long kind of blue kind of cape almost, capelet. They have a little bit of graying hair around their otherwise very green head, and their pointed goblin ears kind of point out backwards. Looks like maybe they have some glasses on, but it's can't really tell because they're facing away.
All right. Well, Selcress can call out to him.
News from the front, sir.
I wasn't expecting news from the front.
Does
The
he
figure
turn?
puts the chalk down slowly puts the chalk back down on the board and turns around to face you. And yeah, you see what looks like just a very, very old, tall goblin. He's got a little bit of curly gray hair, or very gray hair. And these big, wide they're kind of like the half moon glasses. And yeah, he turns and looks in your direction. His very wrinkled goblin face kind of scrunches up. You are not my geomancers. Identify yourselves at once.
We're reinforcements. We were sent on a scouting mission to the Pink Palace, and we discovered a vulnerability in their defenses.
You can see him like scrunch a little bit and think, improbable. From what legion do you hail?
From what?
From what legion do you hail?
Can Selcress search her brain for the legion that the other geomancer guy?
I don't think you know.
It's fair.
I'm like, I mean, you as a player, can you tell me if that means anything to you?
I mean, it means that they have like squadrons, but probably under other primes. But
I would
knowing
like
what prime this is, I can't really make a safe guess.
What was that, Euchaunkas?
7.
Incorrect. I'd like you to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, it was worth a shot.
Took a stab.
The figure kind of fairly well dressed. They almost look like a kind of a classical kind of Greek scholar, if not for their wrinkled goblin-y face and deep green skin.
On initiative, the bees come out and attack the prime.
I love it. Let me get this going.
Not the bees!
We tried.
Bees! It was a good try. Pythagoras would have been a great answer to that question.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
7.
Oh, wow. Terrible initiatives across the board.
Oh, I had such a great initiative. What are you talking about?
Plus rolled terribly, too. He goes like this. She goes. All right. So, top of the initiative is Euchaunkas with a 15. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you roll for Armana and Laurel? Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, no, it's Laurel.
We would have accepted Euclid as well.
That's true. Archimedes. God, you guys are going to have a fun fighting Archimedes.
Newton's one of the
Okay,
newer ones.
well, next time we do an undercover operation with Math Goblins, we have an idea of what legion to say.
Not 7.
Yeah, not 7.
So please. All right. All right. Actually, it's Laurel leading it off.
Oh, Laurel's not. Laurel don't play. She's going to. You watch as Laurel just kind of like flips her hand, the seeming drops, and she points it forward, and you watch as just a ray of powerful energy gathers about her hand, and she's got a finger of death.
Jesus.
Just go right out with it.
It's all right.
Yeah, she don't play.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, these guys are surprised in the first round, but there are 2 Math Goblins outside.
Right.
Well, I'll just have them go on the 10.
Okay.
That DC is a tiny bit low. It should be. Hold on a second. Let me just fix it.
Probably higher than that.
It's
the
a
plausible
17.
counterspell.
Is he
He is
counterspell?
certainly. He'll counterspell at 3rd level.
Okay.
What is that level?
17 is the actual number. That is a 7th level spell.
Okay, let me just make sure his stuff is correct, as it is wonky at times. Yeah, it's not correct. All right. Well, whatever. We're gonna have to roll with that. Hopefully it works. Zabam. That didn't work. All right.
Didn't.
Just intelligence.
Yeah, just roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Laplace just holds up one hand, negate, and the spell fizzles into nothing.
That's a turn.
All right. That's it for L'Oreal. Euchaunkas.
I charge him.
Okay.
I try to bite him.
Okay. He's charged forward and like, go ahead.
Nice.
All right, 20 will hit. Will hit Lopez.
I'll make it a baneful bite.
Okay, no idea what that does. I trust you to tell me.
Yeah, we'll get there when it's relevant. That doesn't look like enough damage. That isn't. Oh, okay. Hold on. There's another 7 thunder damage. So 14 damage total. That was my bonus action.
Okay.
I'm locked off. Alright, anyway. I will then take a step back.
Sure. Provoking an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
All right. He doesn't have a melee attack.
Unfortunately for him. Pete, you said there was no level cap on Witch Bolt, but I assume that means the level cap is my highest level?
Yeah, your highest
Shocking
level.
grass.
Yep.
I assume the 18 missed you.
It did.
You guys have a spell slot level for it.
I cast Witch Bolt at 6th level.
All right. That
23 to hit.
does hit.
Okay.
Now, the Baneful Bite, does that remove resistance?
Actually, maybe. Hold on.
I'm not sure. I have no idea how it works.
Oops. Elemental Bane.
Target loses any resistance to that damage type.
Alright.
Important to note.
So, Baneful Bite does 2d6 lightning and 2d6 thunder.
Okay.
And I'm doing 6d12 lightning to him.
Okay.
So let me just do some quick math here. Wait a minute, I know this.
Euchaunkas needs to do some math.
I do 96 lightning and thunder damage.
All right, if you max that sucker out. All right. That hurts him a lot. Your lightning. I mean, how do you do this? Do you like Godzilla lightning him? Just
yeah.
All right, cool. I love it.
Like the back spikes charge up.
Just
with the bass drop as you do it. Yeah.
And Laplace grimaces, and I think you see the bones kind of electrocution. It's, assassins, I see. That's a lot of damage. All right, he's still in okay shape. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
He's not in that okay shape. He's pretty hurt. All right, Princess is going to hide behind her Mr. Lovey Bear, and Mr. Lovey Bear will run forward and try and crush Laplace in its arms. And we'll do so. And we'll give Laplace a very big and painful hug. All right. That is all Mr. Lovey. That's all Princess and Mr. Lovey Bear are going to do this round. Kurogan, your move.
Using his bonus action, he's gonna put on his plate. Using his.
Okay, we'll say the bees happen on your turn. We'll say just so we don't forget. So
okay, that's fine. So 10 damage to Mr. Prime, and the bonus action to put on his crest shield and put it into his dragon's fire.
Okay.
And I'm going to just Scorching Ray at 4th level.
Okay. That's all right.
It's
Alright.
3 to begin with, and then another 2, correct? One extra per level.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh,
All right, so you're going to hit with all 4 of the last ones. However, as the fire strikes him, it appears that he is in some way resistant to that level of damage. So that kind of, maybe it's the fire or maybe it's just the magic. But he seems to resist it.
That's all right. And then I'm gonna run up to him, and that's a bonus action using my war magic, which I basically never used until now. I'm gonna bonus action to attack him.
All right, go ahead.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't believe the fire. Oh, there's the fire. Never mind. I don't have the fire on. That's good.
Okay. So that's going to be a total of how much? 20 damage?
Yep. 20 damage plus the whatever fire damage.
Okay. That's going to hurt him a lot. You slash him with your dragon greatsword, and Laplace is now bleeding pretty badly. You tear up his beautiful robes, scholarly robes. He's quite injured.
If any of you are able to do lightning or thunder damage, now would be the time.
I can do thunder damage. I can. I just
Well, it's
didn't.
You
yeah,
just
thunder
didn't.
damage. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a pretty good turn, frankly.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that the end of your turn, Kurogan?
Yep.
All right. Selcress, your move.
Alrighty. Selcress will snap her fingers. Say, you've made enemies with the wrong people today.
And it suddenly gets a burst of cold erupts out from her, and Levi turns into this hulking, terrifying skeletal thing and rushes the Laplace.
Okay. If Levi assumes his bone devil form. I love it.
We'll see that new
Bumble.
Levi.
Yep. And he's gonna make 3 attacks. That one won't hit.
That one unfortunately does not hit.
And
But those absolutely do. All right, how does this work? Oh, she just takes that extra poison damage. It's going to be a total of what? 32 points of damage.
Yeah.
All
wow,
right.
that's way better than an imp
He's
sting.
very strong. Ant's got to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Or be poisoned. I don't know exactly what that do.
I do, so it's not a bad idea. Not a big deal. Laplace appears to be poisoned.
He's been poisoned. Ah, yeah.
Just grimacing and clutching where this now bony stinger of Levi has impaled him. He's looking real bad. He's gotten the absolute crap kicked out of him in one round. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That was action and bonus action, so I am good.
All right. Armana.
Armana, seeing that he's in a weakened state, is just going to hold her hand out forward and essentially Kamehameha forward as her glittering clothes converge forward and create a beam of light. Just going to sunbeam.
All right. Saving throw. Oof. All right, that'll be a failure. So that blinds him, and
He's blinded, and I mean, I imagine it also just fires the hell out
Laplace
the back.
isn't immune to the blind condition, unfortunately. But
That makes sense for Laplace. And also, I assume it goes out the back and kills some miscellaneous.
it kills some regular math goblins out there. Yeah, probably. Gonna be 14 damage after his resistance. Okay. He is grievously injured. I mean, he's still not dead, but he's very bloodied. The Math Goblins are surprised. I think that's all for Armana.
Yep.
Cool. Math Goblins aside are surprised. Laplace takes what maybe his only turn, and he is going to grimace and clutch at his injuries and say, You think that you can defeat me quite so easily. And he's going to clutch his hand and yell, transform! And I need all of you to roll a wisdom saving throw as he attempts to transform you. You're a cat. All right, let me roll for Princess. What is this, wisdom? And Mr. Lovey Bear succeeds. All right. Is that everybody? Armana and Laurel?
Armana and Laurel also have to make a save, and they will do so.
Levi has advantage as a Bone Devil on magical effects and spells. Does he get another roll?
Yep. This is effectively a spell.
You got the same roll. Dang it, Levi.
All right. So Armana, Mr. Lovey Bear,
Ooh.
Selcress, and that's it. The rest of you turn into sheep. As he uses mass power.
No.
Or I'm sorry, he uses transform.
I'm gonna use Indomitable.
Oh, what's that do?
Basically, I get to reroll a save.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's even worse.
It happens sometimes.
Well, I guess
How many hit points does a sheep have?
Not many.
Not a ton. Let me look. I actually have a sheep stat block. It's called the Glow Sheep in there already. They have 1d6, so 3 hit points.
Yeah, not many.
Even like you use the stat block of the Glow Sheep, but you can't do the Voyage part or the innate spellcast. All right. Krixus, unfortunately, you have been transformed into a sheep.
Yeah, but you know what?
Mhm.
I'd like to wild shape into a grizzly bear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
think
I
you
can wild shape.
Yeah, you can now.
Yeah, I can wild shape.
He's of level for challenge rating 1.
No, I meant when you're transformed by...
It doesn't say you cannot wild shape.
Well, it's just a question of, do you retain your statistics while in the
Well,
game? You
it
have all
says
your
the
abilities.
target's game statistics, including mental scores, are replaced by the statistics of the chosen beast. So, I don't think you'd be smart enough.
I don't think I would either.
I think you understand. Okay, the creature's limited in the actions it can perform by the nature of its new form. It can't speak, cast spells, or do anything that requires hands or speech.
What about
Okay.
maintain concentration?
Yeah, you can do that. You can retain concentration.
There is a lightning bolt between me and this man, this tree sheep and this strange thing.
Actually, this is. I'd like you to roll me a concentration check. That's how I'm going to handle this, because I think this is a traumatic situation.
Bah.
Yeah, you're good. Keep it. Krixus, I'm looking at this, and it specifically says that you can't do stuff that's limited by the nature of your new form, like speak, cast spells, or do anything that requires hands or speech. And Wild Shape doesn't do that. It doesn't require those things. So I think you could. I think you're actually good on this one.
Go ahead and wild shape.
It's a little bit it's weird because it can target more people. It's actually not as restrictive as normal polymorphs.
Wild shape into a bear.
All right, you're now a bear. Laplace looks at you. Oh dear.
I'm
By the
just
way,
I'm just gonna run straight into him.
so
Yep.
I can't do things like cast a spell or attack with my hands or whatever. But I can use fire breath, right?
Fire breath is limited by the the sheep doesn't have fire in its body. You know what I mean? Like a dragon.
Why don't you have
you
fire
have
in your
into,
body,
like-
sheep?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Take it up with God.
We'll make it a fire sheep next time.
Dead bees, come on, guys.
The bees, true. All right, so you run for it. What are you doing, Krixus, exactly?
I'm gonna run right up to him.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I'm gonna try to run through him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this an attack?
No. I'm actually going to like actually just try to run through him. That's it. Not an attack. Just like
basically like a tackle.
No,
Just
like
trying to disrupt him a little bit.
yes.
Gotcha. Okay. I know you don't actually have an action, right? Because it took an action to
Yeah.
transform.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like running up to him.
Yeah, you're threatening him. I get you.
Yeah.
Not
actually doing anything, just running up to him.
I got you. All right. We'll move on to Laurel's turn. Is Laurel a?
She's a sheep.
Oreal is most decidedly a sheep.
All right. Most everyone's a sheep. This is this is something Laplace needed here. What will Laurel like to do?
She says, "Ma," and I would just like to note that does she make a save at the end of her turn, or is she just a sheep?
Let's see. Yeah, she's just a sheep right now.
Sheep.
Yeah, I would like to just note that she's extremely well groomed and very cool looking sheep.
Okay. Does she nuzzle Armana as a sheep?
I mean, yeah, she just instinctively gets closer to Armana. Like,
That's cute.
Those
that's
two
for
sheep
sure.
are just kind of cowering
but that's for
together.
sure. No. Oh well, Armana's fine.
Okay.
Euchaunkas.
Mhm. I imagine all of my wool is standing on end as there's lightning coming from me.
Okay.
I would like to, I guess,
continue your witch pull.
yeah.
All right.
If that comes in the form of rubbing up against him as an electrified sheep, that that's what it's gonna be.
Do not goblins dream of electric sheep?
Are you a Mary?
So that
Oh, maybe.
so it just automatically hits him for a D12,
Okay.
but the the baneful bite doesn't end until the end of this turn. So he takes 14 damage.
All right. Put him.
Bah,
Oh my god, he's very, very injured as he gets
Bah.
shocked. Man. He retains his concentration. Oh, you know what? I'll give him disadvantage because Krixus, you're up in his grill as a bear.
Yeah.
All right. As Krixus, he's like just kind of staying away from Euchaunkas, who's just the lightning shooting off of the sheep. He like almost trips over you and just, oh jeez. And as he kind of loses this concentration, all of you who are sheep become people again.
And then as a full-grown dragonborn, he looks.
But you're all still prone.
I'm gonna stare him dead in the
why
eye.
are we
and-
prone? Were we prone as sheep?
I mean, I'm sorry, you're on all four legs, right? All four arms, legs.
Oh, I stand up and for my
Okay.
bonus action, use spiritual weapon.
I'm gonna
What
ba.
was that Kurogan?
I'm gonna ba as a full dragonborn, just in a very deep voice, looking directly into his eyes.
Get him, punchy cloud.
I'm still a bear.
Punchy
Is-
Cloud
Is
would
Krixus
hit.
helping?
He's gonna cast Shield.
It's a good move.
Because
Because just for the record, that was a 6th level punchy cloud.
oh my god.
That tries to swing at him.
Well, you still have the Punchy Cloud.
Yeah.
And you will for a minute. Princess will go after Euchaunkas, and Princess will release her terrified scream as her action. Would any of you consider yourselves hostile to Princess right now?
At the moment, no.
No.
Yeah, not currently.
Excellent. So it's just Laplace who has to make that save.
God.
Well, are the guards still around? They might have to make that save too.
Yeah.
You're right, actually. Let me roll for them. So it looks like Laplace saves, which is good for him. Bad for, well, him. And yeah, we'll roll for the two guards.
He is still feared.
I guess we don't have to worry about them showing back.
Yeah. Don't
The
worry about it.
guards are no more.
They,
Real quick,
Wait.
was Krixus helping? Was that what was going on?
I think what Krixus was doing was distracted. That's why I gave him disadvantage on the concentration.
So it wouldn't give me an advantage on the hit with the thing.
No, I think
Okay.
you get one off that.
Laplace
bonus
is
action of doing
frightened,
a thing.
though.
Yeah.
Laplace is frightened, though, so there's
He's
that.
got a bear
What's he frightened from?
screaming at him.
On a successful save, the creature is frightened until the end of its next turn.
From what?
From Terrified Scream.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Yeah, but that's after. He's frightened now.
Oh
The
yeah.
terrified scream was after Euchaunkas' turn.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just saying that, for future reference, he is frightened.
Well, it's your turn, and he's looking really bad.
Cool. I'm going to bonus action switch to Dragon's Claws. That. And I've got 3 attack.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Those are some bad attacks. But the first one for 13 damage. You know what? I'm tired of this guy's face. He turned me into a sheep, so I'm gonna actually.
Well, just a second. On your very first attack, you cut off his head.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind. I don't need action surge then.
You swing with the dragon rage like shing with just this reckless and vigorous hatred.
That's
And
what turned me into a
the
sheep.
head just topples from the body, and this very, very tall goblin slumps to the ground.
He's now a head shorter. And then I'm gonna turn around and look at anyone else. All right, who's next?
And as you say that, the rest of you see kind of looming up in the shadow of Kurogan a strange dark form. It almost looks like a silhouette of a goblin until it grows taller and taller and taller, looming, almost filling this room that you're in.
I
And
was
the voice
thinking this was
echoes
a
out.
little too easy.
Yeah.
Ah. But haven't you heard of Laplace's demon? I know all things. I knew you would come. And soon, I know you die.
Well, the
And-
shadow gets stung by bees.
Yeah, the shadow gets stung by bees.
Yes. It's like, bees!
And you are now fighting this large, almost amorphous shadow of a being. As Laplace is now Laplace's demon.
I was gonna say that guy was kind of a chump.
Kind of.
All right.
I'm not done yet. Action surge.
Sure. All right. Yeah, you just spin around.
I'm back again, motherfucker. And he's still not resistant to lightning or thunder. So
No, that's over now. At the end of Euchaunkas' turn, that ended.
at the end of his turn. Wait, so my bad. Okay, well, big shadowy guy. Fine, don't worry about it. I'm gonna. I'm just gonna attack him. See what happens.
Sure.
1, 2,
Attacks against
3.
him are all at disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 27 for the first.
Okay.
13 for the second. It's not gonna get much worse than that. And 20 for the third.
20 will hit.
Okay, so it's 14 damage. One of that is fire.
Okay.
Don't know if that has any effect on him, but
Yeah. It the fire. It hurts it, but it's resistant.
still
actually,
one
in this case,
damage.
It doesn't hurt it. 1 damage is reduced to 0.
nah, man.
Unfortunate. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Kurogan?
That's my turn.
All right. The demon chuckles, its deep guttural laugh resonating. Selcress, it's your move.
To what?
It's your move.
Oh,
yes.
the 27 also hit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Making all the damage accounted for.
How did it look to be taking Kurgon's attacks? Easily?
It took the hits. I mean, it's sort of hard to tell. It's just this weird amorphous shadow.
Okay, so he's kind of hard to hit, is what I'm getting.
Uh,
I don't know. Well,
Sort of.
I'm gonna try
it's
something.
like he's very all-encompassing.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna try to hold monster him.
Oh shit. That's a big one.
Yeah,
This he's pretty good at these, to be frank. Yeah. Unfortunately, not going to cut it against this creature.
Shame.
Uh,
Well
as
then,
it
Levi can deal with him.
Okay. But I see have Levi as like a secondary, just in case something doesn't
Yeah.
go right.
Yeah.
All right. That'll-
Levi's at disadvantage, right, though?
Yeah, all attacks.
Oh, he is. You're right. Thank
So
you,
that's
Pete, for remembering.
21.
That'll still hit.
And I will hit the disadvantage thingy, so now it actually calculates
Wow.
that stuff. Alright,
All right.
and that one misses, and a sting for a 14.
Thing will not connect.
Alright,
All right.
I think that's
wanna move on?
it for Levi.
Okay. Armana.
It's still going on.
Oh, son of a. All right. No.
Half damage, 15.
Yep.
Close to more
Radiant
math
damage. I don't know if that has any effect on the shadowy thing, but
It seems to do full damage. Is what I can say about that.
full damage is better than half damage.
Well, I mean, it does half damage because he saves, but shrug him.
Well, you know what I mean. Half of half.
The Math Goblins are both dead outside because the princess's screams. Big shrug for them. They're probably not super stoked about that. Laplace's demon's turn. Laplace's demon kind of cackles to itself, and you hear the sound of more goblins outside, seemingly running away from the tent, not toward it. What's he gonna do? Which of his many moves does he want to use? He's going to point at Armana and command break as he casts Feeble Mind.
I'll counterspell that.
Oh, will you?
Oh.
All right. Go ahead and roll me your spellcasting ability check.
Alrighty.
DC is 18.
It is at 5th level, so I don't know if that helps.
It unfortunately doesn't. I wish it did.
I wish it did.
Unless you're going to use your Dark One's Blessing, it's a 12.
Oh, I can. Let's see how it
I mean, I don't want to sucker you
No,
into it.
that's not. That's own luck.
Oh, yeah, sorry, wrong.
And I'd need a 6. That's not a terrible. Those aren't bad
It's not-
odds.
I'm sorry, did you say that this was Armana or Oreal?
Armand.
Armana's gonna. I mean-
It works. I added a 9.
Oh,
Shit!
Oh, shit.
Selcress,
Never mind.
you hold out your hand, and with your ice, it's almost like as the beam of sickening radiance flies toward Armana, it just kind of freezes up in the air and shatters. The spell effect completely stops.
Armana kind of looks over at you, Selcress, and you see kind of like a raised eyebrow of. I mean, she's obviously grateful that you blocked the spell, but also just surprised.
We're
and
allies
then,
right now, so.
Selcress just shrugs.
it will make an attack with its claws. It can do that. At, I don't know, Kurogan, you just hit it a bunch. You hit him a bunch, so it's gonna slash you.
Miss.
Wow, what a terrible fucking roll. All right,
Yeah.
that's the Boss's Demon's turn.
Way to
Krixus
suck.
There. Right?
Wait, I'm sorry, say again?
Crixus. Crixus
Yeah.
is still a bear.
Yes,
Wait,
I am
Jeremy,
still.
also, you do have advantage.
Oh shit, you're right. You're right. Does a 21 hit you, Kurogan?
It would, but shield?
Oh, no, you are the one who shields.
Yeah, how
All
about
right,
that?
back-
He is the
back
one
to
who
Crixus'
shields.
turn.
An egg.
All right, what's the move, Crixus?
And with that, oh yes, I did it. I had
Oh,
to.
no.
You're a magical
God
girl
damn.
bear.
Yes.
Magical bear girl.
What does this do?
And
You have to make a Constitution saving throw or be blinded, I guess.
yes.
Unfortunately, Laplace's demon is immune to blind. Sorry.
Yes, magic bear grills.
But you are a magical bear girl. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Krixus? You want to make an attack? I think that's a bonus action to do that.
Well, if that's a bonus,
Actually,
then yes.
I don't even think it's a bonus action. I think you just do it because it doesn't have any action economy on it.
Well,
Yeah, this is wait, you feel us on
it's a
Earth.
plus
It's been a plea.
6. It'll be a +6. I'll just use my bite, which actually will put it at +7 to what I roll.
Sure.
Still have disadvantage.
I think that'll hit.
Disadvantage.
Oh, it is with disadvantage. You're right. Yep.
Oh, it's with
God,
disadvantage.
I keep forgetting that, so I need you guys to remember it for me. Especially Pete. Pete, you're on top of this.
Okay.
Oh!
Something tells me it wants to bite.
Let me see exactly what the bear's strength is. Ooh, okay. So this will be +5. So 10 bite damage on the demon.
Alrighty. You bite the demon.
I can actually do 2 attacks. So I will claw, which I'll just use the bite attack again because it's essentially the same. And that'll actually be with an additional.
Roll again.
It's still a disadvantage.
Yeah. And that's still with
Still okay? Yeah.
+4 more. Boom. That should be with at least a minimum of 4.
Wait, you should use
that'd
the
be
bonus
5.
strike.
Yeah. So it should have been 5.
Okay, 5 more damage. Bap. All right, is that the end of your move, Krixus?
Yeah.
All right, at the end of your turn, the Laplace's demon is going to use it's going to the deep voice bellows out, transform. And it will use its unstable transform. It can only target 3 of you with this. So let's target Aurel, Euchaunkas, and Princess. You have the next 3 to go. Actually, yeah, let's go with Aurel, and then I'm gonna roll a d4 for you guys to see. Yep, Euchaunkas and Krixus. All right.
There it is.
I need each of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. As Laplace attempts to warp your body. All right. You gain a level of exhaustion, and you're poisoned by the effect.
That should be an 18, Jeremy.
18. No dice. DC is 20. All right. That's 2 of his legendary actions. And it's Laurel's turn.
She's exhausted.
Yep. On a failed save, you're poisoned and gain 1 level of exhaustion.
That's
And at
not
the start
great.
of each of your turns, you repeat the save.
Is he wearing math armor?
Plus?
Yeah. Is he just shifted? Has he got any clothing of any kind whatsoever?
I think Laplace is all natural armor right now as the demon.
Okay.
When he was Laplace, he had armor. He had math armor.
No. I think I'm just gonna go with the good old-fashioned flame strike then.
All right. Dexterity saving throw. Oh my god. Oh. It'll be a 28.
So 5 and 10. 10 and 5.
All right. Yeah, because resistance to fire. Yep. All right.
That's his turn.
All right, Euchaunkas. What
When
would you like to do?
is it at the end of the turn that we roll the save?
It's actually at the start of the turn. You roll the save to see if you get more exhaustion. Oh, that's a success, though. All right. So you're still just you. What would you like to do?
I would like to. You know what? Fuck it. Divine intervention.
Oh, jeez. And what are you asking your god for?
I think my god has a very specialized skill set of smiting.
All right.
The cloud has
for a
very
mega smite
particular
is what
set
I'm
of
hearing.
skills.
It was worth it.
Hey,
Worth a shot.
it was close.
Always worth a shot.
Is it 11 now that you're
Close.
shooting for? Or I'm sorry, 12.
Yep. 11.
It's below the number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Euchaunkas, you call for divine intervention, but no dice. Oh, but spiritual weapon, you'll hit him. Man, these disadvantage rolls have not been actually missing. 20 force damage is nothing to shake a stick at.
Punchy Cloud.
Punchy Cloud. Does Punchy Cloud... So Punchy Cloud is just ramming him, right?
He's punching him.
So he's got little cloud fists?
Little cloud fist.
Yeah, he's got a little cloud fist.
Oh, all right, I love it. Just one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Princess didn't take any damage, so she didn't recharge her thing. So she's going to call for help. And she is going to... oops, that shouldn't do any damage. She calls, help! And points toward you, Kurogan. Would you like to make an attack as a bonus as a reaction?
It's not my turn yet. I've used my reaction for shield.
Oh, all right. Well, actually, she'll just have Mr. Lovey Bear do it. Oh no, Levi.
Oh yeah, Levi. Does he just make the one or the whole 3 attack?
It's one reaction. Yeah, one attack.
All right, so I'll go with the sting for 16.
Is it good? Unfortunately, not going to connect. The demon is too shifty and shadowy.
Shifty.
Kurogan.
It is me again.
Yeah, we'll do this after you.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action shift to Dragon's Hide. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to Dragon's Fire instead.
Sure.
And let's see. I think I will. I think I'm gonna. I'm just gonna shatter it
All right.
at 4th level.
You got a very good save.
I still have damage.
I mean, still, 10 points?
10 points.
That's still good.
All right.
And I can't
Anything
do my
else?
bonus action turn. So that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Laplace's demon will swing at you with one of its claws. Rolling a 34. for
That
25.
does hit. And then with a shield can save me from that.
All right. Selcress, your move.
All right. I'll target Laplace's demon with Fairy Fire.
Ooh, bold move. What's the DC on that? It's dex, right?
19. He gets
It
advantage
saves.
on it?
He does, unfortunately, from his foresight.
Oh, I see. Shame. Oh well, that's my innate spellcasting gone.
Yeah, I mean, not too bad.
Yeah. All right, let's have Levi try and heck him up. 23,
That'll hit.
21,
That'll hit. Man,
and
Levi's
23.
Levi's pulling through when you need him to. He's unfortunately immune to poison.
Shame.
He's a demon. But you're still going to hit him for 40 points of damage right there.
Yeah, Levi, get him!
Levi coming through in the clutch. Armana? Or is that what you want to do, Selcress?
Oh, also forgot bees.
Oh, the bees.
Oh, yeah,
You got to remind me about the bees. I'll forget.
Get some bee damage on him. I think that's everything for Selcress.
Cool.
I think Armana's gonna go back to her roots.
Uh-huh.
Eldritch Blast!
Oh, goodness.
Good old Eldritch Blast.
The
Yeah.
19 will hit.
I think Selcress might go back to her roots as soon as well.
30 points. Nothing to shake a stick at. A lot of damage.
Eldritch Blast!
Yeah, the best
Oh,
spell.
why?
It might be the best spell.
The only
Laplace's
spell.
demon will go.
Can't go wrong.
Laplace's demon will look toward you, Kurogan, and attempt to feeble mind you.
Joke's on you. I already have a feeble mind.
So it casts a spell.
It's what save? Intelligence?
Okay, no one's trying to counterspell this point. I just wanted to make sure.
I could.
I'd like that.
Neither of the
will.
warlocks do, Pete, I assume.
The Warlocks don't have counterspell.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
That wasn't a
Selcress will counterspell that then.
Oh.
She
All right.
making the attempt. It's just shy.
So close.
Just shy.
All right. Kurogan, you get hit. Oh, you feel your charisma, your intelligence, everything break. You also are only going to take 15 psychic damage. Actually, really a lot of damage there. Yeah, your intelligence and charisma become 1. Cannot cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, or communicate in any intelligible way.
Does that mean I can't shift around my fighting spirit?
It does not. I don't think you could. I think you gain the benefits to whatever you have currently. I'm not sure you could shift it around. Pete, what do you think?
I don't believe that you can.
Yeah.
Well done.
At least not while you're under the effects of the feeble mind. And then Laplace's demon will swing its claw down at you, Krixus.
Okay.
A 35 for 19 slashing.
That would hit.
You're probably still a bear though.
I am.
All right, it's your move.
So that is a wisdom or constitution, right? The save that I gotta
What?
do.
Oh, for the poison. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
No. You now have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah, how much poison damage?
No poison damage. You are just
It's the
poisoned
condition.
for the poison
Yes.
condition. If
Okay,
for
cool.
any reason the poison condition goes away, the exhaustion also goes away. The exhaustion is directly tied to you being poisoned right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will revert from bear form as
Okay.
my action.
I think it's a bonus action for you.
No, I am not a circle of the moon.
Yeah, but I thought it was a bonus action to revert anyway. I think it was just a bonus action to transform into the thing for Circle of Moon. I might be wrong.
I believe Jeremy's right about that.
Yeah,
I think we'll
it's just
rule
a
it
bonus
that way
action to
either
turn
way
back.
for right now.
Well, I'll do that, and I'm gonna have some fun with our little friend.
Ooh,
Oh, geez. All right.
Sunbeam.
same move.
Letting loose the sunbeam, you blast it up in Magical Girl Krixus form, and a wave of sunlight passes through Laplace's demon. Let me roll that Constitution save. It's very good. He's very, very constituous. Constituous? I
Oh,
don't know.
good.
You'll still hit him for half, which is nothing small. See, that pretty hurt. He's now bloodied, certainly. Actually, he was bloodied before, but he's more bloodied now.
Continues to be blood.
All right. Anything else you like to do, Krixus?
That's it for right now.
All right. Aurel.
Was under the effect of that terrible transform. What'd she do about
Yeah,
that?
I need her to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, ooh.
Saving. All right.
Tasty
No
cool.
new change currently.
And then
Think of those like death saves. Don't fail 3 of them.
she takes turn, right?
Yep.
She do Eldritch Blast.
Oh wow, don't take 6 of them. Never mind, you're fine. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, Eldritch Blast.
13 and a 14 for 27.
Alrighty. All right, Laplace's demon takes some blasts. Euchaunkas.
All right.
Oh. All right, so it's now 2 levels of exhaustion.
Like that.
It's not super good.
Okay. Well, I send Punchy Cloud after him.
Okay, Punchy Cloud. Doing God's work, literally. They'll hit. Alrighty. The Punchy Cloud slams into the demonic force. Oh, it's 20.
Yes.
Oops. I didn't see the high level casting at first. slams into the demonic entity. The shadows disperse ever so slightly from the assault.
I would like to bite it.
All right, I think you have disadvantage because... Oh, you have to finish anyway.
Yeah.
Because of his foresight. All right, no change. Go for it. Not quite. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's it for now.
All right. The demon will take a legendary action at this point to make a claw attack at... Kurogan's been hurt pretty bad. Let's go with Selcress. Slash. A 34 to hit for 20 points.
Oh man, that hurts so bad. So bad
Poor
that
Levi.
Levi's feeling it.
All right. Princess, the Care Bear, will attempt to hug the demon, and not, unfortunately. And as a reaction, I'm sorry, not a reaction, as another second legendary action, LeBlance's demon will slash at Princess, who, in a way, not too dissimilar from yourself, the Care Bear. Your Care Bear protected with your Lovey Bear leaps in front of the attack. And really, she cowers behind Mr. Lovey Bear. And Mr. Lovey Bear takes a bunch of damage.
I like to think that Selcress's version of it is just she actually takes the damage and then time rewinds and the damage shows up on Levi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hers is a little less cool. She's cowering instead.
Yeah.
Lovey Bear takes 21. All right, mark that. All right, Kurogan, your move. You are under the effects of a feeble mind. You're very, very feeble at the moment.
Feeble doesn't mean I can't hit him now.
Yeah, feeble does not mean you're not going to hit him 2 times at least. All right. Those will both connect for 24. Is any of that fire, or is that all slashing?
That's all smashing. I'm on Dragon's Fire, so I don't have the extra fire damage.
I mean,
but
resistance to fire anyhow.
yeah, I'm gonna second wind.
Good call. You can still do that, even though brain hurty.
Brain may hurt, but know how to survive.
Just take a deep breath.
No need brain to live good.
Exacto.
I freaking lose why I need that freaking brain.
Okay,
All right.
Aw.
Anything else you'd like to do, Kurogan?
I have no bonus action I can do right now. Well, I already used it. Second wind, never mind. But I got nothing else I can do, so.
Do you only have 2 attacks? Or do you get the third one?
I did all 3. 18, 19, and 24 were the...
Oh, the 18 hits.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's extra 9 damage plus 10B damage, so...
Oh, we gotta remember the bees. All right.
Total of 43. Hey.
Yeah, he's looking bad. Selcress, it's your move. As this large, shadowy mass kind of looms over you.
Alright, I'm going back to my roots as well.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
All right.
3 now.
Yeah, the second one will hit. Unfortunately, the 17 is 1 too short.
Oh man. I can't. It won't let me hit the button.
Oh.
6
minimum damage, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
And you ignore
Levi.
Hold, right?
I do, but even if I didn't, it's forced. It could be forced too.
Oh, I mean, sure, but
I think I
it's
do
more common.
ignore resistance to cold, so.
Yeah, I know you do. I think your collar, the crystal collar or something.
Yeah. I think that's right. And Levi
All
goes.
Does Levi stuff, which I guess
Yeah.
involves beating the absolute crap out of demons. Fair, he's a devil, I guess.
Yeah.
Only the first one will connect, unfortunately. The other 2
Unfortunate.
gone a little wide.
Well, not the most damage this round, but she's getting around to it.
At the end of that turn, LeBlance's demon will use its last legendary action to unstable transform, targeting with the Euchaunkas. You've already been targeted.
Mm-hmm.
And who else has already been targeted? Kurogan was feeble-minded, so he's happy there. He's not that happy though, because Kurogan beat the shit out of him after.
Yeah, Kurogan's not a good target for Kurogan.
All right. So let's go with, and Krixus was also transformed. Let's go with Armana, Kurogan, and Levi.
God.
Okay.
Con save?
It's a Constitution save.
That's not disadvantage, so that's a 25.
Yeah, Kurogan, you resist it completely. Armana resists it completely.
No touch.
Oh no.
And Levi's immune to poison.
Oh my gosh. What a fool Laplace is.
Get wrecked, fool.
He didn't see that
He
one
didn't
coming.
see that. He didn't see that particular timeline. I guess
Yeah, so it
he
seems.
didn't know if
It's
he
just get beat about the head too much, and
he didn't know the location.
It don't matter how far into the future you can see,
Direction
you're
of
still gonna get your
movement.
ass kicked.
and velocity of those particular molecules.
indeed.
Fair enough. He saw the poison go into Levi. You know, that's good enough, right?
Armana's turn.
Armana will take a turn to have him make a wisdom save and throw. Try out a hold monster.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, he's a little too good for that.
Yeah, he's pretty effective at what he's doing here. Laplace's demon is gonna go. Whew, he's just gonna go for full attack mode, I think, because that's just what needs to happen at this point. He's going to make a bunch of attacks. Kurogan, attack 1, attack 2.
Those both hit. I have no way
All
to do anything against that. So
Krixus, attack 3.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's the wrong attack. Attack 3, which didn't roll.
It's a melee weapon
Whatever.
attack that deals
Kurogan's-
to hit.
Kurogan's
go
a
with
little
the-
rough.
Just go with the first one. We'll just say the 15 damage, but you are grappled by the demon's tail, by the shadowy tail. And then the bite attack. So, Chris, you didn't take any damage. He's gonna go for you. Jump.
Okay. Oh man, look at all that
Poor
damage
Levi.
going to Levi. Actually, I
all
can
right.
take that. I don't
Krixus,
mind.
it's your turn.
First of all, bam.
Hey, nice.
Hey!
Second of all, I have to do another one. It's down.
Well, it could be.
Third of all,
You got more spells.
yeah, I do. I have a really good one I can use if I wanted to. Not. Instead, I'm just gonna go for a good classic.
Mhm. Oh, is this the classic Krixus here?
This is classic Krixus.
I'm very excited. I love it. All right. He's very good at this. And he fails. Oh my god. What the... Okay. Yeah. All right. So 24 points of radiant damage.
Yep.
Alrighty. Your moonbeam blasts down upon him. Laplace is looking pretty hurt. The demon is looking pretty hurt. It's starting to kind of break apart in places, and almost discorporate. Anything else you'd like to do, Krixus?
8 plus 7 is 24.
No, it's not. The shadowy demon
Yes, it
attacks
is.
you. What's wrong with you? I cast a spell on him. Laurel, it's your turn.
She's made a con save, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Aw.
dear.
Got second
Oh,
level exhaustion.
dearie.
Oh, that's not a great situation for her at the
6
end.
is the
is it?
bad.
She was going for 20, right?
Yeah, the DC's 20.
Oh, well.
Well, that could be worse.
Yeah, I suppose it could be. She's got disadvantage on stuff now? Well, she already did anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
All right. She'll hit with the
24, 38.
Oof. All right. That demon is on its last leg as these Eldritch Blasts strike out. It is going to use a legendary action at the end of their turn to claw at the nearest creature, which I think is going to have to be Kurogan. Kurogan, 24 points of slashing damage.
That's just enough to put me at 0.
Oh no! Kurogan collapses in a drooling heap. Euchaunkas, is your move.
I am going to bite him.
Well, can we roll that con save first? If you get 3rd level of exhaustion, which unfortunately you do.
Damn it.
I am going to bite him.
Okay. Now, level 3 exhaustion is just a disadvantage on attacks and saves. You'll hit with the bite.
I have a question.
Yes.
Baneful bite says when I hit with an attack, which means it would go off. They would be baned, and then they would take the damage, correct?
No, you have to hit them with the attack.
Yes, when you hit...
Okay.
It doesn't say they take damage. It says when you hit with a bite attack on your turn, you may expend 3 charges to make the bite a baneful bite.
Yeah.
Are they baned as the attack is happening? As in, when damage is resolved, should the bane be included if it would be included?
I see what you're saying. You're saying if for some reason your bite would do lightning damage, would the bite that you made into a baneful bite become? What do you think, Pete?
I would think the ruling on that would be no, because like hitting requires you, like it's presumed that you deal the damage when you hit. I mean, it's all kind of like simultaneous.
Yeah, I think the extra damage wouldn't necessarily, but I think that the vulnerability would, because the extra damage happens when you hit. The vulnerability is just, the removing vulnerability is just all the time. Does that make sense?
Okay. Well, I'm going to do it regardless.
Sure.
Whoops.
It's a tricky interaction.
15 damage.
We'll clarify that.
I have to ask, is he below 25 hit points?
Yes.
I need him to make a strength save.
Best of luck.
It's debatably his worst save. What's the DC?
17.
Damn it.
I was
not
for
devoured.
Okay. Well, he takes 15 damage. And punch a cloud. Oh.
Euchaunkas, I think the thing here is you KO'd him with the attack.
Oh, wait, if he's dead, I still beat him. I still eat him.
Do you still eat him?
Yeah, if I was in my keep, which I presume I was beforehand, I would just when I kill something, I can just eat it.
Oh, all right. So you just slurp down this giant shadowy demon like spaghetti.
I imagine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we all think that immediately go like, well, of course the shadow demon would go down like spaghetti? Like,
of course you would.
And
that's wild.
In a moment, it is very dark as the fire that was going in this tent is gone, and now the shadowy demon is gone, and it is just dark.
Are there books in this tent?
I have dark vision. I can see fine, can't I?
Yeah, if you look around, a couple of things need to be resolved. One is Kurogan's dying.
Yes, I would like some help.
Pretty easy one to resolve.
Yeah.
Hold on. My first attack KO'd him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Armana makes a medicine
Then
check.
I would just do this as my bonus action.
Oh, healing word. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Krixus, not Krixus.
You don't take 4 thunder damage. Don't worry.
But Krixus, Kurogan, as you wake up, and the group of you are kind of like getting your bearings, Aurel, Euchaunkas, and Krixus are still poisoned and are still feeling this horrible warping effect. Euchaunkas, you're feeling it in your stomach now, but that might be because you ate them.
I am not poisoned anymore. Remember, I saved.
No,
it takes 3 saves.
It takes 3 saves.
3 successes before
Hey,
5
Krixus,
failures.
do you have lesser restoration?
Am I still
It needs
enfeebled, by the
greater.
way?
You
I
are
have-
fortunately still enfeebled.
Uh,
I have something even better.
All right.
For restoration as well.
Laurel has 1. I'll make all of Laurel's.
Let's see.
Oh, that's puts
Lesser restoration will take care of it. Which is
3.
poisoned.
I don't think so. If you looked at his feature, I think it says greater.
I know it does for enfeebled, but
Let me look at him just a second before we go and roll all this,
Yeah.
because this is an interesting situation. No, the lesser restoration is fine for the poison.
Oh, it is.
So do you guys have that available to you?
I
That's, I
don't.
guess, the first question.
I don't.
None of the warlocks do.
Krixus?
I would say that in this situation, I normally don't have that prepared. I have normally greater.
I mean, greater would also work. How many 5th level or higher spell slots do you have?
I have 2.
And have you used a greater restoration yet? Because you only have 1 consumable.
Oh, yeah.
I have not.
So I assume you grade a restoration Euchaunkas, right? Or yourself.
I would do Euchaunkas.
Really, before yourself.
I think you should do it to yourself.
Okay.
I can't stop you from doing it to me, but I think you should do it to yourself.
All right, I'll do it to myself. That's what.
All right.
Kurogan's just gonna look all like basically a caveman and just point to himself.
Help me.
Selcress will walk over to Kurogan, grab him by the hand and pat him and lead him over to the others.
There, Kurogan. You're
Should
okay.
I start rolling?
Probably, if there's no
Yeah,
one
I
else that
think
could.
so.
Kurogan needs a greater restoration to
That's
heal
still
or a
only one
wish.
fail.
Yeah, that's. What am I at? That's 4th
That's-
level of exhaustion?
A 3rd,
You have.
I think.
No, because I succeeded once, failed
Okay, so
twice.
yeah.
So that's 4th.
Okay.
That's 5th.
Oh God.
That's
All
6th. Hold on.
He had cast something though.
I had.
He
Oh,
totally
dead
did.
boy.
I forgot about that.
Oh, right.
If an effect that would kill instantly without dealing damage, it's negated. So, as you feel like you're about to die, the Death Ward keeps you alive, and you are not transformed into a horrible wretch.
Yes.
Cool.
Aurel,
So
unfortunately.
the Oreal is at 5 and 2. And
Oh, God.
you've seen
And I-
Armana.
Oh no, go ahead.
Because you've seen Armana kind of just like leaning over Laurel, just kind of like watching in horror as this like transformation gets worse and worse. And
Skin bubbles and boils.
and at the point where like I imagine at 5 fails, Laurel has like stopped breathing and is just kind of staring vacantly forward.
I walk over.
Oh.
I suggest you trust me a moment.
She doesn't leave Laurel's side, but looks up at you.
From my understanding of this, she will only transform if the poison is the thing that kills her, right? Seemingly.
Oh my god! I mean, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
This makes
I
things interesting.
Oh dear god.
Yikes.
bite her neck.
Jesus.
Bite her fucking face
Had a
off.
feeling.
Um,
And I'm holding up a finger to Armana, like, wait.
Armana needs to make a fucking saving throw to not act. He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Oh boy.
I say in between chomp down teeth.
Can you make me a
Persuasion?
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
I'm not at
You don't have
disadvantage anymore.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
She goes to do something to you, but you resist it.
Okay. All right.
You got a bite on the neck.
Ooh-wee, okay. I mean, does that kill her? I mean, she's effectively on. She's just laying there, right? Like,
I mean,
bite into the jugular.
Coup de grace.
Yeah. Okay.
Now she's
Fucking rip her throat out.
Now she's
I
dead.
don't do so graphic.
So gruesomely. Okay.
it's just like a snap,
crushing
like how a cat would kill a mouse.
That's the best part. The neck. It's got all the juicy bits.
Krixus, you're not helping.
Hey, while I say that, then I go, oh yeah. We'll just
Okay.
heal her now, right?
Yep, bring her back.
Yes, I can
Oh, okay.
revivify.
By the cloud, be healed.
Princess is freaking the fuck out.
No, she's very dead. That won't
Yeah,
work.
that's not gonna work. It has to be like revivify or something.
Princess is sobbing into Mr. Lovey Bear.
You.
All right.
I
back.
cast revivify.
Through gritted.
One of your diamonds.
The verbal components spoken through gritted teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And Aurel begins to
I
And-
can't promise that won't scar.
and Armana kind of looks up at you,
Oh, that was the last
shock,
one.
fear, definitely like there's some undercurrents of like anger that like even though she knows you saved Armana that she can't suppress at all, but she still looks at you and kind of like nods. I didn't think that this is where we'd end up standing, but as far as we're concerned, it's water under the bridge.
Selcress will walk up to the two of them and hold out the rhinestone back to them.
Kurogan's still basically like you're still holding Kurogan's hand because he needs help. he
Yes.
can't walk around on
She's
his own.
leading. She's
He can't
leading
be
him
left
around.
alone. He can't be left alone.
I assume you'll be
Here,
one of this
Kurogan
then.
wants some meat.
He toddles off, I guess.
There's a treat. Good, Kurogan.
Uh, oh no, they
He's
brought
gotta
him down
remember
to
this.
their level.
He's gonna remember this if he's going to give his payback.
It's a new character. It's a new character. It's Feeble Mind Kurogan.
Oh my god.
Why
I
don't we
think
go
Warlocks
back
the
to
rhinestone.
the,
It's Kurogan, Gone.
Yeah, Kurogan.
Kurogong.
As the group of you like look around, kind of take in the space now for the first time since that end of the battle, you see the tent you're in is fucking wrecked. It's absolutely
yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah.
There are chalkboards that were set up filled with maps and strategy calculations that are just broken and scattered from the flame strikes and various other. I mean, even just Levi becoming huge and running around. The place is coated in ice. Which in the moment you didn't realize, but when Selcress froze the place, snap froze it, it just is frozen, icy plains. And as you look about you, as you kind of exit the tent, first there are a couple of dead, frozen Math Goblin guards outside.
Right.
They're just totes dead. And you can see the army has devolved into absolute chaos. You see Math Goblins like stabbing each other and like screaming. There's a huge, what looks like in the distance, it's like maybe a siege tower that's on fire, that's like toppling over. It looks like
Wow.
without the prime to organize them, they are completely devolving.
well, let's head back. Who wants a ride on Levi?
Selcress will hop up.
Kurogan tries to climb on
spiky
Levi.
bits.
Wait, Kurogan, you're. Wait, no, that's. It's. Don't sit there. There's a spike there.
Princess walks over to Levi. Up. That's how you do it, right? Up.
Yeah.
Levi will pick her up.
Wait a minute, are you a fan? Like a fangirl?
I mean, Selcress does good work.
Oh my god.
What? I think it's perfectly clear.
Oh, never even.
Levi will gently pick Princess up and put her on his back.
Ow.
Kurogan has
You should
climbed
really
up at this point.
consider. Oh god. You should really consider, stuffing. It's a lot
Yeah.
softer than bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This is his first time. I'm gonna order a saddle that's nice and floofy.
Oh, okay. The group of you, some of you in better shape than others.
I am completely fine.
Yeah, Euchaunkas is totally unarmed. In a rare turn of events, I'll say, Euchaunkas, I feel like you get the crap kicked out of you a lot in these.
It's I either walk out unharmed or at like
Or
nothing.
annihilated.
Yeah.
The spellcaster's plight there.
I don't know. Selcress always ends up with like loads of HP left.
I actually
Oreal-
had money left.
Frontline min Kurogan has 6.
Oral dimension doors Kurogan back because Kurogan, I imagine, is getting distracted a lot.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he needs to get them.
He goes over with a sword like he's about to stab a goblin or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's an enemy. But he gets dimension doored.
Yeah, like it cuts over to Kurogan and he's just doing like link spin attacks in the middle of the goblins. Like,
Yep.
Yeah. And so we return to the Pink Palace, I suppose.
I close the hole in the wall.
Okay.
Euchaunkas begrudgingly closes the hole in the wall, and L'Oreal, after
Yeah,
being
take a
given
hit.
back her rhinestone, is actually able to cast a spell of heal upon Kurogan, returning it to a somewhat a sentient form. And as the big group of you now stand in the tea room of the palace, the warlocks all look at each other and they look at you guys, and Princess speaks up. So I guess you leave now, right? We're all clear?
Oh, I think you owe us quite a bit of information.
Yep.
Very well.
Tell us everything
And-
you know about Valorant.
Oh, no.
So,
Everything
and-
you know about everything.
Oh, that one.
and with that, this adventure comes to an end.
I'm gonna get back at you, Euchaunkas, for doing that.
What?
You
Wait,
know
what
exactly
more
what. I remember all of it.
Speak of. I don't know what you speak of. I didn't see anything.
Do you want more meat?
If you cook it this time.
Sit, boy.
You seemed to look. I did that to prove a point. You found it perfectly valid when you were stupid.
You each gain your no Bartholomew bucks and no experience. This is legend here. And yeah, you have surprisingly, at least to me, ended up siding with the Warlocks.
all
right.
I was 100% confident that it was going to end with
Everyone.
a lot of dead warlocks and adventurers.
I thought you guys were gonna take the opportunity to be like, Laurel's down.
I was thinking it. I was
we were
thinking it hard.
But maybe
Look, there's something called being the bigger person, which Euchaunkas occasionally decides to do.
Well,
Normally not by his own choice.
Yes.
you know, maybe I want to reunite that handkerchief that I'm letting Valwraith borrow with its proper owner.
Valerian's handkerchief.
Yes, I do.
I presume that Selcress will be getting some slumber party invites in the future.
Of course. But I think that is a place to end tonight's episode. You will, of course, learn
It's
some information now. Yeah, it is quite late for many of you.
I very much need to go to bed.
Okay.
And so Thank you all for playing with us this evening. Thank you everyone for hanging out and watching. Thanks, Maddie, for the raid. It's always awesome to see you guys
Maddie.
pop by. I know when your stuff ends. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. Thank you for all the follows, as many of you. Thank you, Blood Deuce, for the support. Subscribing
Thank you,
for 2 months. The Fox in the Box, that's Selcress here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your 31 months.
31 whole big months.
Thank you so much.
Coughs blood.
Shukan as well. Thank you so much for your support.
Thank you,
Crimson Pelt subscribing for 8 months. Oh my, so much
Crimson.
love. Alex, we said thank you earlier, but thank you.
Hey, I don't know if I did, so thank you, Alex.
Of course.
And, thanks everyone for hanging out and being part of the show.
Jeremy, can you do Bonanza?
Yeah, of course. Our Bonanza winner is Blood Deuce. Congratulations.
Congrats.
GG, no hashtag rigged.
Oh my God.
Totally rigged.
It's going to be rigged every time for the... Anyway. Thanks everyone for hanging
It's
out.
always
Tune
rigged.
in on Sunday to Fantasy Labs. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. We talk about homebrew and stuff. So come do it.
It is really cool. I recommend it.
Do it. Some good stuff. So yeah, thanks everyone. We'll catch you then. He's Pete.
Yeah. He's Jeremy, and this is
Pete and
Jeremy's
Pete and
D&D time.
D&D time. Good night,
Praise the
everyone.
cloud.
Bye.
Praise the cloud.
Goodbye.
I was expecting
Crazy.
it
Praise the cloud.
a Pete.
Hey there, folks. Do you know what time it is?
Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D. Pete and Jeremy, you know we're gonna have some fun when we are amazed Dungeons and Dragons. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. When we are amazed Dungeons and Dragons. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Come and have some fun, play D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Come play some D&D with me. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. So many fun things to do. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. This is our invitation to you. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time.